What's up? Looking for beans? Let's see. Oh, there's actually people chilling out. What's up, y'all? Just currently sitting here working on some live stream testing stuff. So feel free if you guys have questions, you can throw it in. Um, I got a quick question. Do you guys hear the music? We're gonna have music. I'm trying to get music coming through. So let me know if you guys are actually hearing that music. Also, I have this chat widget, which I am now seeing is cutting y'all's chats off. So let's do this. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's do that. Where's the chat widget going? What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, the week's going good. Been super busy. Had projects, and then yesterday was my son's birthday. So yeah, it's was just a busy day yesterday. I'm trying to figure out this chat widget thing. If y'all have ever done chat widgets, definitely let me know. Because it looks like it's just like pulling it up as you guys say it and it's disappearing. So I got to figure that out. They said, yes, I can hear the music. I think I can pull it up though. Let's see. Allison from Jamaica. What's up, brother? Boom. There it is. Music should be up a little bit higher now. And then let's see if we can do something about that chat widget. Yeah, so guys, I've been trying to figure out this live streaming thing, but unfortunately, some things you just actually have to go live in order to figure out. So, yeah, I'm sitting here trying to figure out this deal. Let's say, okay, so I can switch that to always show messages. So that's good. Chat delay is 0. And then, yeah, that looks much better. All right, so we're gonna say save that setting. And then I wonder if that will automatically update it. Oh, what's up, Will? Y'all, me and Will were actually just talking this morning. Will, I'm about to pull the trigger on that monitor. I'm planning on bringing it into the other room. So yes, that should be really sick. Preston says every time I come in the kitchen, what do you say? Every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. You you're going live. That's gonna comments is small. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that. Let me see if I can fix it. So that's part of it. I think I got part of it. Okay. All right, so we got a little something coming through. Can y'all do me a favor? Hit me with a few chats so I can see what I need to fix here. So if I put the chat like about here, I'll lift that up and then option, pull that over. Yeah, y'all, I'm new to this whole trying to figure this out. Preston, were you going live? I didn't realize you. Preston, are you live streaming? Let me know. Let's see what other comments just came through. Brandon Marsh says, "I know that shirt. Awesome t-shirt. Thanks, bro." Yeah, man, this is my my Dragon Ball Z shirt. It's got Goku on the back. Y'all know what it is. Preston says, "Is this all Ecamm?" Yes, this is all Ecamm. I'm always trying to figure out how to get the most out of Ecamm. I'll give you guys a little sneak peek information. I'll be doing some more work with Ecamm as I go, so I'm really excited. Although I will say this widget is not Ecamm. So this widget that you're seeing right here, I'm actually using Stream Deck. Or not Stream Deck, sorry, I'm using Streamlabs to pull in my chat. And so, but Ecamm allows you to bring in online widgets. And so I found this online widget. So I'm basically using that. And so it seems to be working out pretty okay. Only problem is it's like it's really small for me, so I feel like I still have to have like my normal chats open just so I can see actually read everything because it's pretty tiny on my side. Allison says, "What do you think about the AE Juice bundle?" You know, I think it's pretty good. They've actually reached out to me a few times to like promote it. Um, there's a lot in there. I haven't personally found like the need to like push it or promote it because I don't personally use it a lot, and so I don't talk about products that I don't use on a regular basis on my content. But yeah, should be. I think it's pretty good. I think it'll be fine. If you're thinking about picking it up. Preston says, "Here's a ridiculously long chat, so you can see the space that you are currently working with." Appreciate that. All right. So let's see. How do I fix that? Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate that because I see you're right. I'm losing people on both sides. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Boom. So a ridiculously long name with a ridiculously long chat. Bro, this is wild. Preston, you're a G, man. Seriously. I appreciate that. You're showing me stuff I didn't even know was wrong. But yeah, I can see I was losing part of Scotty's name over here, and I was losing part of your chat over here. And as a cinematographer, man, my framing is killing me. Like, I really wish I could get more like here on this third, which would balance this whole thing out a whole lot more. But currently haven't figured that piece out yet. Scotty says, audio good, a little dark, text is readable on the end, a little small. Are you saying my framing is a little dark? Yeah, that's because I'm so I have different lighting setups here, and so I don't really want to make it too bright because I got this big key light right here, and right now it's I have it set to like a blue tint just because I'm staring at a computer screen and I kind of just like the chill like when I'm sitting here. But you were right, I probably should make it better for y'all. All right, so cool. So now I should be a little bit better lit up, a little bit more illuminated. Boom. All right, let's see. Preston says, I think that'll be kind of fire for Uncensored. Yeah, so that's the deal. So like y'all know on Uncensored we have the Diddy cam or whatever. And so what we normally try to do is always try to like level it up a little bit here and there. And so when we're wide on the Uncensored, when we're live on Uncensored, I'm always trying to figure out like how to have the chat up so we can actually see the chat when we're live and everybody can see the chat. Because right now we only go live on YouTube, but we do repurpose the podcast on Apple Podcasts for Apple Video, and we repurpose the podcast on Spotify. So if y'all didn't know, we are on Spotify. So I want to get this chat up for those viewers because I didn't even realize it, but like we had followers over on Spotify and I was doing a really bad job of like posting the podcast over there because I normally just only care about YouTube. But now I have a new system in place where every time we finish going live, I can take the video, I can upload it to Spotify, and then Spotify will automatically upload it to YouTube for me, and it is in video format. And so there are a lot of times we have jokes and comments and stuff like that that just happen in the DMs that I really want viewers to be able to experience. And so, yeah, so I'm just sort of figuring out how to make all of that work. Scotty says, dark comment text on a dark background doesn't work. Not really sure what that means. Super Collector says, hey from Japan, first time here on your live, currently deciding between the FX3 and the Blackmagic 6K. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I personally think that the biggest deciding factor for most videographers, if you're looking between those two cameras, is probably, do you need autofocus or not? If you need autofocus, then it's the FX3, 100%. If you don't need autofocus, at that point, I I'm personally probably more a fan of the image out of the Blackmagic cameras. And you have the option of Blackmagic RAW, which I personally think is super important. I love having a RAW codec in general. Um, so that would probably be my lenience, but I totally understand the need for autofocus. And if you are looking for autofocus, the FX3 is fantastic. If you think you might want to upgrade and move more into a certain line, then the Sony line is not a bad decision to hop into at all. Will says, what light do you have on the slat wall? Looks sick. Like, are you talking about down here, Will? Down here, I just have an aperture tube. Yeah, so I just have this aperture tube, and I drilled some like magnetic like pieces of metal that I got at Home Depot to the wall. And then the aperture tubes come with these like little clips that have magnets on it. And so literally I just can't. Boom. And now I've got, a splash of light on the wall. The benefit there is because they're tubes, they're battery powered. I have them plugged in at all times. If I'm filming other stuff around, like in the studio over here, I can always just pull it off the wall, go shoot with it, use it as a lighting source, or even take it on a job. I've done that before, and then I can pull it back. It's the same thing. I have another 4-foot right here. This 4-foot here, it's just, you can kind of see the cable down there on the ground. But yeah, they're just plugged in, so they're always. So when I need to take them, I can just go. Makes my life super easy. Oh, and if you're asking about the light here, I'm not sure which light you were talking about. Oh yeah. That's the so that's actually, Amaran makes strip lights. I don't know if y'all knew this. But yeah, Aputure makes these Amaran strip lights. Let me see if I can find them on Amazon real quick. But the nice thing is that they're all controlled by the Amaran app, which is so sick. So like I can go in here, I've got the Amaran app open, and I can grab that light, and you can see like I can just like change the color of it like really easily. But you can see just like that, boom. And it's super powerful because it can like completely change the whole look and vibe and feel of the office. One of my favorite things to do is like throw it in like party mode, and then it'll like it'll actually like change colors and stuff. So yeah, it's pretty good. Like that's like that's like police mode or whatever. So yeah, it's a pretty sick little light. You can do quite a bit with it. But the problem I have with them, like full transparency, is they're probably a little expensive for what they are. There are other LED lights. So like for me, the only thing that really makes it valuable is the fact that I can actually control it. So that's the reason why I got it, because it's controllable. But I wouldn't tell anybody if you're not in the Amaran ecosystem, it's definitely overpriced. Allison said, what editing software do you use? So funny enough, I primarily use Final Cut. I know that's not like the professional answer, but I primarily use Final Cut because it's just so much faster. And a lot of the content that I create is like, when I'm doing the editing, is for like social media stuff. And so it's just really quick. I have an editor who will do some of our bigger projects. And funny enough, he actually also uses Final Cut. So we find that Final Cut works out really well for like the super creative stuff. Like when we did the Star Wars project, we're working on a film right now. Those we'll do in DaVinci. I find that DaVinci works best for us when we have time and not deadlines. And so because DaVinci, although it is very quick, if you know it very well, we know Final Cut really well, so we're really fast at it. So we find that like with DaVinci, we want to spend our time, we want to color it, we want to go through the whole process. And so when we can do that, we'll use DaVinci. Super Collector says, thanks for the tips. It looks like Ramazan DJ, you might be behind. I wonder how that works. Dang, I got comments and I got chats pulled up. That's crazy. Preston says tubes are underrated. Picked up a couple Nanlite Pavos recently. Crazy versatility. Yeah, dude. Pavos and these Aperture or Amaran tubes, dude, they go so far for you. The only, I won't call it a problem that I run into, but the only problem I run into with like, the only issue I've run into with tubes is just they don't have a lot of output. Like, I just feel like I never can get them like as bright as I want to if I'm using them as an actual lighting source. But as practicals go, they're fantastic. And for product stuff, you're fine. But yeah, that's the only thing I would love to see. Super Collector says, image from the Blackmagic, but the Sony ecosystem may be better in the long run. Yeah, I can sort of agree with that. Ramen says, man, we can I get second Sony camera? I can't read that. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'd be like, is it typed out wrong or am I dyslexic? Because I'm very dyslexic. Like, I know I'm dyslexic. No shame in that. So yeah, I can't remember. I can't read that. Preston had party mode going for the Kendrick halftime show. Bro, y'all, I need to actually just post it inside of the CFA. So I made a full reaction to the Kendrick Lamar halftime show. Like, I shot it, it's edited, it's done. I'll bring in, like, look, check this out. I'm gonna bring in the thumbnail. Like, this is the thumbnail I made. Like, I made it. I had the video done, I uploaded it, and then tell me why I posted that on YouTube. Immediately got banned. Like, immediately it got shut down. And like, I think because I have a pretty decent like YouTube following, they tried to work with me and they were like, oh, you need to cut out these sections. So like, I cut out some of the sections, left the video up because it was like banned in the US, like on rip. And then so I cut out some of the sections where some of the music was playing, whatnot. And then the video, they like retested it. And then they wanted me to cut out like 5 more sections. And before I knew it, like, the video was like 22 minutes long. The first time they cut it down, it was like 13 minutes. The second time they cut it down, it was like 6 minutes. And then I just said, screw it. I took the whole video down. It just wasn't worth it. So that was, yeah, man. But that halftime show, bro, I was partying. Bro, that was it. That was it for me. That was my halftime show. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care about the Drake sympathizers. I don't care about if you don't like rap music, or even if you're a Kendrick fan and you were like, I wanted some more of the old stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I went and saw Kendrick at Mr. Morale. I went and saw his concert at Mr. Morale. And it was my first time ever seeing Kendrick. And I really, like, he basically did almost the whole album, right? With a few throwbacks. And like, of course, it's being my first time seeing Kendrick. I was like, man, I kind of wish he would have done some stuff from, you know, To Pimp a Butterfly, or some stuff from, you know, Section 80. Cause there's a few tracks on Section 80 that I still have on rotation. And I realized, like, when he does a show, he is doing a show. It's not a concert. Like, he has something to say. And so he's performing that show live. So when the Super Bowl came out, it was very clear that he had a message, he had a show, and I was there for that show. So I can understand if it's your first time ever seeing Kendrick live, like, you're like, oh, I wanted some of the oldies because I've never seen him perform the oldies live. I have learned that when Kendrick goes on tour, when Kendrick performs, you got to enjoy that show for what that show is. And so, like, that's why when he goes on a tour here in a few months with SZA, I'll be in the building. Ramzan DJ said, where can I get a secondhand Sony camera? Probably the best spot I have found when it comes to picking up. Let me switch that. I don't like that the names are in red. I'll fix that here in just a second. I mean, I find that the best spots to pick up a secondhand Sony camera. I go on eBay. I go on Facebook Marketplace. There's a few different spots that I personally go to. MPB, I think is what it's called. There's a website called MPB. Let me look that up just here. Yeah, M as in Mary, P as in Paul, B as in Bravo. They buy and sell cameras. The nice thing about them is you don't have to haggle. They do the haggling ahead of time. So they buy the camera directly from the filmmaker, and then they hold it as a inventory item, and then you can just buy it. You see the price, you like the price, you buy it. You ain't got to deal with none of that. So MPB is probably one of my favorite spots. They actually sponsored the channel once back in the day. That's how I heard about them, and I checked them out and really, really loved it. So I was like, I'm here for it. So yeah, sorry. It's still a work day for me, so I'm getting emails and stuff like that. Let's see. Will says FX3 this year. Dude, I don't know. I feel like Sony probably, I mean, would I like to see one? Yeah, 100%. But they keep adding like software updates and stuff to their older cameras, which makes me feel like we probably won't get one. And then I also think Sony needs to, this is more of a preference than a like insider information. I feel like Sony needs to redo their cinema line. Like with the introduction, like if you look at the top down, like you have the Venice, which is great. You have the Burano, which is good, but maybe a little overpriced today. But then next you have the FX9, the FX6, and then the FX3. And the FX9 and the Burano overlap so much. And then the FX6 and the FX3 are different, but the FX3 and the A7S3 are basically the same camera. So I feel like they need to sort of change up the whole lineup and give us like, maybe like, since we have the Burano, then give us a camera that's like in between the FX6 and the FX9. And then instead of an FX3, give us something between the FX3 and the FX6. And I think that lineup will actually work out better, because I still have people who will ask me like, should I get an A7S3 or should I get an FX3? And it's like, I mean, like usability, they're the same camera. So that's just my thoughts. Would you recommend Premiere over Final Cut Pro? I don't use it, but I mean, if you want to be able to jump back and forth between PC and Mac, then yeah, it's a great editing tool. And if you want to work within the Adobe ecosystem, then yeah, go ahead and go with Premiere. I do use Photoshop and Lightroom, but then that's it. So I pay, you know, the $20 a month plan versus the $60 a month plan for everything. So that's the other issue is with Adobe, you have to pay monthly. Yeah, and then Brandon Marsh popped in. He said the same thing. Yeah, MPB is probably the best and easiest option. If you don't understand, it was yeah, Preston. Yeah, when it comes to Kendrick's deal, if you don't understand, bro, it just wasn't for you. Well, I knew I liked you, bro. Kendrick is the GOAT. It went over a lot of people's heads for sure, bro. Yeah, I knew it immediately. Ooh. Markman says, let's talk about the Red Z rumor. No comment. Preston says, think we might be coming to H-Town for the Cowboy Carter tour. Well, I'll tell you this, Preston. If you come to H-Town for the Cowboy Carter tour, let's hang out. Obviously, when she comes to Houston, it's gonna be one of the bigger shows. But I'm probably not gonna go to the show. But we can hang out either before or after the show. I mean, Beyonce's cool. I'm not really trying to go to that show because it's gonna be wild, and that's not my speed. So, love her music, listen to it, jam it. I'm not getting in that ecosystem. Or I'm not getting into that. It's gonna be wild, bro. And Houston's wild. And Houston's wild for Beyonce. It's different. It's like going to see Kendrick in LA. It's just a different deal. Mark Fan says, do you feel that the Nikon Z6 flicker is a huge deal or over exaggerated? I mean, I've never really had an issue with the flicker. So probably a little over exaggerated. Will says, I agree. I also get rid of the A7S series. No point to having it with the FX3 being the same. Yep. And then Preston says, it's my wife, bro. Yeah, no, dude, it's good. I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying it's a you thing. And you're being a good husband. Take your wife to the Cowboy Carter show. I'm just saying, I'd love to hang out and actually, like, you know, meet you in person, but it's gonna have to be after the show. And I don't want to be anywhere near downtown when that mess is going down. Cause, bro, Beyonce shuts down the city. Like when she was here for I think it was Thanksgiving halftime show, you would have thought that the president was here. Actually, funny story. When they were I think it was here. I'm like 90% sure. She was here for one of the Kamala came to Houston to do something. I don't know what she was doing here, but she came here to Houston, and it was the one where Beyonce showed up. Security was wild in the city, more so because Beyonce was here than because Kamala was here. Like, that's how Beyonce moves in Houston. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, take that for what you want, bro. What's up, Boom? Oh man, see this. Okay, so Boom just taught us something. So like this whole like, bro, are you from? He said, bro, are you from India? And then it says like waving hands. I think I gotta see that inside of YouTube. I don't think that pulls up here. So let me see what is that. What does that look like? So let's go inside of you. Let me just switch accounts. Let's pull this up real quick. And then YouTube Studio. Live. Right now. Okay, so chats look different when I go into the back end of my YouTube. Oh, okay, so you just... It's not even showing you on the back end here. That's crazy. I don't know what that is. Bro, are you from India? No, I'm not from India. No, I'm from Houston. I'm in Texas. I'm in America. And then Markman says the Beehive don't behave. No, they don't. They legit do not. Not here in Houston, they don't. And they be wild for sure. All right, so let's see. Now. All right, I'm about to try something real quick. Y'all gotta tell me how this works out. Can we see your setup tour? Oh, dude, that'd be really hard to do right now. Possibly. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out this one thing really quick. And then, yeah, I'll try to figure that out. Scrolling ticker. Edit background. Background, we'll do a color. And then we'll do CFA red. That's boom. Let's see how this works. Oh, snap. Look, there it is. All right, let's see how that works. That feels fast, right? I mean, I'm dyslexic, so that might, maybe that's just why. Let me see if I can do a tour for y'all in just a second. How much settings do I have on control? Can I change? I don't think I can change the speed. All right, so this is allowing me, so y'all can now see, y'all can see this, right? All right, so now I've got this nice little scrolling ticker bar. So I've been getting like quite a few questions and stuff, and like I love going live, but like sometimes I don't want to, like sometimes I got work to do. So I've got this idea of doing these edit and chill live streams where literally we can just go live, we can hang out. I'll sit here, I'll be editing, working on my stuff. Y'all can be editing, working on y'all's stuff. If y'all have questions, we can answer them. But it's not like a show or anything like that. The other thing is, this is, I don't know if this is like, I mean, it's still something that we're working on, so I'm really excited to like see how we can make this work. Oh, look. Oh, okay, hold up. I think I figured out something, y'all. I think I figured out how to, but do me a favor. Y'all start firing off in the chat because I think I figured out something. I think I updated something and my chat should be working. So if y'all can do me a favor, just throw some random stuff in the chat. If you got questions, you can throw those in the chat too. Because I'm trying to figure out this deal. And I think I figured out something new. I just made the font bigger on the chat. But when I pressed save, the chat all went away. So hopefully I didn't just break everything I just made. But I can still see comments that are coming through. Also says, do you think the GH5 is better than the Blackmagic Cinema Camera 4K? Dude, I don't know, man. It gets tough when you start talking about like what camera is better than this camera or that camera. So I love chat, blah blah. What's your favorite game, dude? Like, I appreciate it. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, it gets tough. I don't know. I don't know if the GH5 is better. It really probably comes down to preference. And then Markman said, I feel like I have a hard time exposing the in-log on the Nikon system. Would you do a video on how you shoot on the Nikon system, or hit Nikon and do a creator course? Overexpose. That's the deal. You gotta overexpose it by like, normally on the exposure index, I at least try to go for 1 stop over, unless there's no highlights for me to retain, at which point then I'll go for 2 stops over so I can really maintain those shadows. But if it's like outside and there's like, you know, bright sky, then I'll just do 1, so that way I can maintain those highlights. Yeah, so I feel like the chat is much bigger now and easier to read. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with that, because it feels better now. It feels better on screen. I feel like you guys can actually see it and read it, which is good. So I think that's important. And then let's see. Boom said, what's your favorite game? Dude, so right now, so I've recently just started like getting into game. I've actually been looking at a new LG monitor, and it is a 32-inch 4K. Will, you gotta tell me if I'm right or wrong here. But it's an OLED, and it's like 240 in 4K, and then like 400 and something hertz in 1080. Like, it's stupid. But I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. I downloaded Marvel Rivals on my PlayStation because my son has our newer Xbox in his setup, and I have the older Xbox, so I had to put it on the PlayStation. I really want to try that, but I want to just play more games. And I'll be honest with you guys, I really would love to like live stream playing some games. So Preston's probably gonna be laughing at me. Preston's gonna be like, "Dang, this man is gonna be live streaming nonstop." I mean, with like all transparency, I love live streaming. I love live streaming. If I could live stream every day and do that, because like I love shooting videos for commercials, like for clients and stuff. But like sometimes, like making full YouTube videos and all that kind of stuff, like it's not as much of a connection as like just doing this here. So I love live streaming a lot, and I love hanging out with people. So yeah, eventually I think I'd like to try to like play video games and live stream some of that. But I'm so new, like I have not played video games in so long, even though I have bought like so many different gaming systems. Like I bought like I bought the new Dragon Ball Z game, but didn't get a chance to really play that too much. I bought that Harry Potter game, but didn't get a chance to play it that much. So like there are certain games that I really want to take some time and like sit down and actually play them. But I just know that like if I don't like, I don't know. I find that like for me, it's like I just wish I had more time. So I'm gonna try to make some time for myself to play those games. But yeah, if y'all have any game recommendations, seriously, let me know. And if you play on Xbox, on my Instagram, I had asked you guys if y'all were on Xbox or PlayStation to let me know your handles, and I think I added just about everybody. So let me know. Preston says I have the 27 version of that. It's dope for games and video. Text is a little meh. Yeah, not really. I mean, like I've got this set up. So this is like in this office here is where I actually do most of my editing and like most of my work. But out there is kind of what I'm setting up for like what will be like my live streaming gaming setup. But then I can also do like editing sessions, like basic editing sessions. But yeah, I'm gonna set up that other room for some of the gaming stuff. All right, I gotta fix this text because like y'all's names coming in with the red looks cool when there's a background, but if there's no background, it is not working. Oh wait, maybe I could edit the background. Oh wait, no, let's do that. And then hit save on that. Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's okay. I don't love that. Will says 32-inch improves the text since it's 4K solid monitor. Yeah, so Will was telling me, so there's a curved version that's 1080p, and then there is the flat version, which is 4K. So I had the curved version in my cart for a minute, but after talking to Will, I'm taking that one out and I'm putting the flat 32-inch 4K version. That should help with text. And it'll help with image overall, with the video stuff at least, especially because it's got a matte screen. It's not a gloss screen, but because it's going to be in the background of the uncensored shots, I felt like the matte finish was actually going to be better for us. And then Markman05 says, yes, I know which one you're referring to. I want that monitor too. Yeah, man, it looks like an insane monitor. Only problem I have with it is that it's like $1,100. Like, it's so expensive. And then once you start spending like $1,100 on a monitor, you just start like looking around and you're like, damn, what else can I get? Like $1,100 goes a long way in a lot of different areas. Like $1,100 is good enough for me to think about not only the monitor itself, but then also it starts making me think about, that's not too far off from that 51.4 Canon lens that I've had my eye on for a minute. $1,100 is basically enough to buy a secondary PlayStation if I wanted to. So I could have one at the house and have one here at the office. Like $1,100 goes a long way. So it being expensive like that kind of makes you like let me pump the brakes. But what I've told myself, this is how I rationalize purchases in my brain. I don't recommend this, by the way. This is a terrible deal. But I basically told myself, if I buy the monitor and then we use it to game while live streaming, then I'm technically just buying it for content, at which point it's an investment. I don't know if that's accurate or true, or if I should be doing that, but you know, that's how I rationalize it. Don't listen to me though. Okay, so Ninja Garden 2, Black, Deathloop, and the Jedi Survivor series. I've heard of the Jedi Survivor series. Definitely want to check that out. I've not heard of Ninja Gaiden 2. My bad. See, I told y'all, man. I don't know if there's other dyslexic people out there like I am, but it's a struggle. I feel like I've heard of that though. Ninja Gaiden 2. Oh, this game came out forever ago. Did they re-release it? I was about to say it. I knew that name, but I felt like I knew it like a long time ago. Oh yeah, it looks like they came out Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Oh, okay. Came out in 20. Oh no, it's initial release. Oh, so it just came out. January 23rd. Oh dang. Is that an Xbox only game? Oh no, they have it on Steam. So that's the other thing. As I start picking up video games or playing games again, every time I start asking questions about gaming, I think Preston hit me with this too. When I was like, hey, what system do y'all play? And I said, I have Xbox and PlayStation. I thought I was being like diverse, right? Preston was like, you're not playing on PC? Or wait, no, maybe it was Israel. Israel was like, you're not playing on PC? And I was like, man, I can't do anything right. So apparently I also need a gaming PC, which I am not a PC person. I'm not a Windows person. Everything I have is Mac. I have an iPad right here. Literally, I have an iPhone that I threw on the floor back there. So like literally everything for me has to be Mac. So the idea of buying a PC just to play games on it is a little terrifying, because also I don't know how to, like, if I have a problem, I don't know how to fix it. Like, I don't know how to fix a PC at all. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to PC. So that makes me a little nervous, but you know, I'm sure I'll get into it soon. Preston, this is one of those reasons why I can't get into like 3D printing, because I know once I get into it, it's a very expensive hobby, and I'm never gonna stop. Webgrapher says, good morning. Any recommendations for music services for video creation? Okay, so this is yeah, man, I have a few. So actually I might have affiliate links. I can't even remember. I have been sponsored by a few different companies, so I want to like set that precedent, but like this answer is not based off of any of those. I have used Artlist probably the most consistently. Like Artlist is probably the one I use the most out of all of them. MusicBed is probably second. I didn't like MusicBed for a while, not because of the music, but because of the price. MusicBed's price was pretty up there. And they had like, you had a YouTube license one, and then they didn't have a license to be able to use just like kind of anything. So now they do have that, and so you can use it, which is fantastic. Let me see if I can actually pull it up for you guys. Oh, we can try something new here. This is something I built. So let's see. MusicBed. Pull it up. Let's make sure. Ooh, I almost got myself in trouble because I had stuff up. Can't show you. All right, let's see. Hey, it worked. All right, so let's do this. Chrome. Perfect. All right, so yeah, so this is MusicBed. So if we go into the pricing, Dude, I hate when they do this. Just put the price on the website. Perfect for freelance filmmakers. Let's see, what is the rate? Now, freelance filmmaker. Okay, so unlimited songs, annual subscription, $100 a month. Single songs are $349. So I still feel like that's pretty expensive, right? $100 a month. That's pretty up there. Annual paid in full, $1,000 for the year. So here's what I would say. MusicBed has the best music for sure. Oh, why did my chat go away? Oh, that's trash. Chat, I didn't realize it did that. So if I leave and I come back, my chat box goes away. Oh, I hate that. Oh man, I gotta figure that out. God dang it. But yeah, basically, I would probably say Artlist is my favorite. MusicBed has better music, but the price is just up there. So, you know, just something to consider. Dang it. And then Preston says not far off from the studio display. Yeah, when I was looking at, the only problem I have with the studio display, Preston, is the fact that it's 27 inches. I have a 32-inch monitor here, and I'm pretty much like I don't know what it is. I feel like if I go down to a 27-inch monitor, I'm gonna want two of them. That's my only issue. And Apple wants you to pay for the XDR display to get to 32 inches internally. So but I will say I have looked at getting two 27-inch studio displays from Apple just because everything's calibrated, but then I know it's not going to be the best for gaming. So that's tough. Markman says, if you get an Xbox Game Pass, you should get at least two systems. You get Xbox and Xbox games on PC. I'm not sponsored by Xbox. Yeah, that does help me, knowing that I do have Xbox Game Pass. So if I get a game on one, I should be able to pull it up on my PC. Game Pass is clutch for that. So many good games. Yeah, I bought, I do play it every now and again. It's just, again, because I'm not a PC person, I get into it and it starts driving me freaking nuts. But I got the ROG Ally, which is like the handheld. It's kind of like a Steam Deck from what I understand. But it runs full Windows. And so I have Xbox Game Pass on that. So that way I can play some of my Xbox games on it. That thing is amazing. I love it, except the battery life is not very good. So like, I feel like I'm always having to carry around a battery pack with me whenever I use it. But, you know, is what it is. Jonathan says, did you see Phil posted about the Z mount red that he made today? No. Did he post? I'm assuming it's on Instagram. I'm just surprised if he did post. It looks like something. That's all I'll say for now. It's very interesting. Yeah, Preston, the Pro Display is ridiculous. How about the LG series TVs as monitors? Heard a good all-arounder. So I looked at that too. I looked at getting an OLED because I saw a lot of colorists. They were leaning into the LG OLED 42-inch something. I can't remember the exact model. But first off, I think 42 inches would be ridiculous. Also, I want to be able to put it on a VESA arm, and the VESA arms I don't believe work with televisions. Definitely can't probably support that weight, but not a bad idea. Jonathan says he called it a Z. Yeah, like I said, no comment right now. What's up, Charles? Dude, I went onto your YouTube, Charles, and was checking out some of your stuff. Fantastic work, man. I was like really surprised. I mean, not surprised because everybody in this freaking like group, like we have the most, I think we have the most talented. When I say we, I mean me and like Uncensored and us as a crew. I feel like we have the most talented like viewers of our content. But dude, I went and checked out your channel and it was like flawless. So if you guys haven't checked out Charles's stuff, Charles actually just started posting some content on YouTube. He had me mad jealous. If I remember, sorry, I was watching a lot of videos. But if I remember right, Charles, your video was you were on the beach. Your A-roll was amazing. The audio actually sounded really good. That's one thing I was kind of surprised by because like the waves were crashing in the background. And dude, I was just like, man, I need to live in a place that's more like beautiful. Cause I was like, dang, I want a sick place to like shoot my A-roll. Like what the hell? So yeah, man. Oh, he says you can put a VESA arm on a TV. I don't know. He says, I used a 42 LG OLED as my main monitor and it took me 3 days to get used to it, but I can't see myself using anything else now. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go up to 42 inches, y'all. I mean, because I sit pretty close. Like my monitor's right here. So I feel like at 42 inches, like I'm going to be looking all over the place. But if I had a deeper desk, then yeah, probably. Phil says 42 is probably like overkill for me. I would do like a 32 maybe if I was considering it. I don't even know if they make it though. Yeah, I don't know if they have the 32-inch TV. Yeah, it looks like a few of y'all are definitely rocking with that 42-inch though. Oh yeah, the LG C4, that's what it was. The C4 42. I feel like if I was building like a color grading specific like desk space, then I would definitely grab one and use it as sort of like the reference monitor, but then have additional monitors for like actually like doing the editing stuff. So that may be how I would do it. Thanks, Brandon. I'm emotional right now. Yeah, I'm on the beach. I'm the beach bum on YouTube. No, dude, don't like you're not a beach bum, dude. The video was actually stellar, and the work that you showed that you have been doing was stellar. But Charles, I'll be honest, you're one of those guys who your work looks really good, and then I see you're using a FX6, and it makes me want to go pick up the FX6 again, and I gotta like pump the brakes because like I'm done. Like I'm not going back to the FX6 as much as it like tempts me. That's probably the one camera that tempts me the most, and I have to like actively try my best to like not do it just because like I know if I ever got an FX6, I'm gonna like it's like quicksand. Like if I get an FX6, I'm gonna need an FX3, then I have to get Sony lenses, and then before I know it, I'm back down the Sony rabbit hole. And right now, I'm trying to stay out of falling into any traps because this is the year I'll probably pick a system that I'm gonna choose to stay deep in. Obviously, I'll probably continue to keep rocking with Red in any regards, but I have been looking for a camera that's like a C80 or an FX6. Like I'm looking for that like documentary style camera just because I've been doing a lot of docu style projects lately. Like I've been doing documentary style projects not only for like docs but also for like companies. Like companies want that style for their website video and for like their content. So yeah, I gotta get used to that. All right, let's see. Exoff says, I'm out, work. Thanks, Brandon. I've always enjoyed your videos. Oh, dude, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Have a good day at work. Yeah, man, we're just hanging out. This is our edit and chill session, man. Also, if you are just, you know, hanging out, let me know what y'all think about the vibe. Let me know what y'all think about the music. We're gonna keep, I got the music playing in the background. Hopefully it's not too loud. So I'm hoping that's working out good for y'all. All right, let's see. Oh, Charles said he sold it. What? He says, I sold my FX6 recently. I run FX3 and the A1. Okay, that makes sense. I never looked back. The FX6 was overkilled for what I mostly do. I do miss the electronic NDs, but that's about it. The FX3 is more than enough, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's the electronic NDs, the autofocus, and the ergonomics, I think is what I'm looking for in this documentary style camera. Like I I really want something that's like I can move quick with, capture a lot of B-roll, shoot docs, set up interviews. Y'all are gonna laugh, but I've been trying to do that with my Raptor and it works. I mean, I've gotten really good at pulling focus. Like I can pull focus really quick. Um, but I will say having, pretty good usable autofocus, um, having audio built into the camera, I just feel like that would make a big deal. That would make a big difference. But the Raptor is also super overkill for so many projects. But I'm not gonna lie, I've never gotten my edit back. Like, so I send most of my stuff that I shoot on the Raptor off to my editor. I've never gotten my footage back and didn't love how it looked. So, I said if I have a deeper desk space, I would go with the 42, but that's only my side of things. Yeah, I literally just said the exact same thing. The 42 seems great, but I feel like it's a little close. I am Kevin Baker. What's up, bro? He says, this is pretty dope, man. Thank you. Yeah, this is sort of our edit and chill. We're just testing a few things. Finally figured out how to get the chats in. And I think I like how they look right now. Y'all give me y'all's feedback on these chats. If they look good to y'all, the size is, pretty easy to read. Actually, I haven't even pulled them up. Let me see if I can pull up the live stream on my iPad here and see what it looks like. Oh, of course, my iPad's like, update YouTube. Let me go on and do that. Let's see. DM Color says, why not a Z8 for docs with the coming power zoom and XLR adapters? Small, light, autofocus, IBIS. I mean, that's not a bad option. Could definitely do it. I mean, one of the docs that we worked on a few months ago, we shot with that. Actually, I shot with the Z8 and I shot with the Komodo X. And we use the Z8 primarily for it. So it's not that it's a bad choice for me when it comes to the docs. The biggest issue with the last few, and this is sort of like one of the issues I run into with like Nikon, is that there's just not a lot of Nikon shooters. So we were doing a few docs, like these last few projects that we did. I needed to run 3 cameras on these, and I don't know any other Nikon shooters in the area, but I know a ton of Red shooters, and I know a ton of like Sony FX6 shooters, and a ton of like Canon C70 and C80 shooters. So like it just kind of became like a situation where it was like, dang, like, all right, I know you technically can match cameras to each other, but like if I'm gonna run a system, I want to run the same color science across all of it. And so like I could definitely use the Z8 with one of my Reds, but when I'm looking at bringing in other people, it's just easier to just run all the same system. And then also I haven't like fully invested in a ton of Nikon lenses because my Red system is still using the RF mount. And so as long as my Red system is using an RF mount, I'm going to be invested in the RF system. Like I have so many RF lenses. That's like I tell people, like when it comes to photography cameras, I even have like the R3, I have the R7. This is the R7, and that's primarily because Red has the RF mount. So as long as that stays true, I don't think I'm going anywhere. And I can't invest in more Nikon lenses for, like a single camera. Austin says, loving the background music, bro. Appreciate it, man. Hopefully it's it's chill. This is a chill stream. I know Uncensored we get wild, but This is more of a chill hangout. Says, man, moving from autofocus lenses to manual lenses is a learning curve. I picked up the oh, dude, I can never pronounce that name, but I have those lenses back there. Lenses, not enjoying it for the moment. Yeah, switching to autofocus lens or manual focus lenses it's tough. The one, like, keep fighting it. Like you will get better. You also got to find your tool for pulling focus that helps you out the most. So like in Reds, oh, my app just finished updating. So on the Red system, they actually have a tool for focus. Dude, what do we call it? Edge. It's called edge focusing. And it kind of puts like this like predator look on your image. But it helps a lot to like nail my focus. And so I won't even be like looking at the image in my normal view. I'll just have that focus assist page up. And so like people look over my shoulder and they'll be like, what's wrong with the image? I'm like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with the image. I'm just using a focus assist. And like that has helped me to that has actually helped me a lot to like, you know, to nail focus. But I've been pulling focus manually since I was on the Blackmagic, because obviously that's all manual focus. So when I when I added the Blackmagic to my video workflow, when I was coming from the Canon 1DX, I had to learn autofocus or manual focus. And so I've been shooting on it. I went from the Blackmagic 4K to the Blackmagic 6K, 6K Pro, Red Komodo. I jumped to the C70 for like a minute, but didn't stay. And then eventually got the Raptor, and now I have my Raptor X. And so like I have been just like playing with cameras that require manual focus for so long that I've gotten better at it. The easiest thing you can do to sort of help yourself is, you know, stop down your lens a little bit. So don't try to shoot wide open, because those lenses I think shoot at like T1 point something. What's crazy is a lot of cinema lenses aren't even sharp. No matter like what you do, no matter how good you are at pulling focus, they may not be sharp until damn like T4. So if you're not at like T4, you may never feel like you're in focus. So that's another thing. You got to test your lens and see where the actual sharpness actually hits, and then try to stay there. But then also know that if you go a little bit wider, that your chances are you're not going to look sharp regardless. So hopefully that makes sense. What's up, Ron? Hey, Ron, we just out here testing, just playing around, just doing a little something. He says, man, so Nikon got far away to go to get into the cine seat. Well, I don't know. I mean, I feel like Nikon bought Red so that they don't have to build cine cameras themselves. Like, I think that's part of the acquisition. Like, obviously it's sensor technology, it's brand, it's, you know, it's existing client base. But I feel like if you look at Sony, they have the FX line. Look at Canon, they have the Canon Cinemas line. Even Fuji just dropped their first filmmaking camera. I think is what they called it, because they said it's not a cinema camera, it's a filmmaking camera. And then who am I forgetting? Oh, and then Blackmagic just is a cinema camera. So like I feel like when it comes to like Nikon getting into the game, they could have definitely tried to drop a cinema line, but then they would be making their first cinema camera. So instead, I feel like their approach was, let's just buy a cinema brand, and then they've already made a few cinema cameras. So they've already learned all of the hurdles, and they know the market, and they know their client base. So we can just take that and then innovate off of it. So I feel like that was a smart move, especially since they obviously had the bag to do it. Bobuth? God, I hope I said that right. Bobuth Studio says, hey, Brandon, from Kenya. What's up, brother? He says, nice to see you, man. Have you ever edited a feature-length documentary project? What is the most challenging thing about it? So, I mean, I've never done it. I am not someone who claims to be an editor, nor do I enjoy the editing process most of the time. I enjoy coloring, but I don't really enjoy the initial edit. I do craft stories. So like this last project I did, I sent it off to my editor and then he gave it back to me, but he like sort of tried to craft his own story and it wasn't the story that we were working on. I'm not really sure what was going on there. But like, so I had to go and like, I wrote up basically what the story was and then gave it back to him and told him how to use those clips to basically bring the story together. And that worked out really well. So I'm never the person that like actually sits down and does the hard editing on a documentary project, especially not a feature length one. I don't have the patience for that. But the one thing I always try to do when it comes to crafting a documentary piece is I'm still thinking about the story and I think about it in chunks. And so maybe what can help is instead of thinking about like the full documentary, you can think about like the different story beats that you need to hit and sort of edit those in pieces. Because like if I asked you to edit like, 10 60-second videos, that's probably not nearly as daunting as editing one 10-minute video, right? Because you're just like, oh, I'm only focusing on this one little bit for this amount of time. So I would definitely break it up. That's the way that we did it with the last doc project that we just shot for the school. We had like a section where they talked about athletics. We had a section where they talked about faith because it was like a Christian school. We had another section where we talked about academics. We had another section where we talked about the student journey. And so I sort of like pieced together based off of the interviews and the B-roll that we had, how I wanted each section to come together. And then once we had that base edit put together, then it was like, all right, how do we weave these things together with B-roll and transition statements, things like that. So I don't know. Hopefully that helps. Ron says, practice is everything if you can, like follow a dog or a kid around trying to keep them in focus. You'll get super good at manual focus. I'm still trying to get better, but I do okay. Yeah. So I always used to say that, like, follow a dog or a kid around, but like they could be so hard to follow that it's almost discouraging. The one thing that I did that helped me out a lot was start by like putting like a product like on a table or something. I just realized that's out of frame. So like take a product, put it on the table, and then practice moving towards it and turning and then walking away from it and keeping that thing in focus. Because like the one thing about focus is that it's all distance based, right? And so like sometimes trying to track a kid who's running around can be very difficult. But like seeing where that kid is in relationship to like the ground is actually much easier. And so what I'll do is I'll actually focus where that kid is, but on the grass. And then when I know that that kid is moving closer to camera, I'll be looking at the grass, but looking at where the kid's feet is. And I'll be pulling, keeping the grass in focus, knowing that I'm keeping the kid in focus. Does that make sense? And then sort of pulling back and moving the other direction, because focus is always just based off of distance from the sensor. And so if you can do that, dude, you're gonna crush it when it comes to autofocus. So maybe that can help. Babu says, it would still be great to see Nikon do a cinema camera that's not like a hybrid, like a Z8 or Z9. I read that backwards because I'm dyslexic. I feel like Nikon needs to do a hybrid Z9 II and like a Cine Z9 II. Red is too expensive. How much is a Z9? Okay, so right now, what the hell? I'm losing my mind. Dude, I typed in Z9 II on accident, and like best B&H popped up and it says Nikon new release Z9 II. And then I clicked on it, and then it's just the basic Z9 page. I don't know if that's right. B&H might have made a mistake here. Oh no. Okay, that's with the mount adapter version. Okay, so a Z9 right now costs $5,193, but you can buy a red Komodo. You can buy a red Komodo for $5,000. So I mean, now don't get me wrong. I understand when you buy a red Komodo, you probably need to spend about another $1,000 or $2,000 to like get it fully built out with like monitor and battery and. But you gotta buy, I mean, you gotta buy batteries. I mean, I guess they could give you one. I mean, all I'm saying is I feel like the red system has gotten way more affordable. Like an OG red Komodo right now costs $49.95. A Komodo X costs $7,000. And comparing that to a Z6 or a Z8, it's really not that far off. So I feel like, you know, maybe next generations of these cameras, the prices are going to be pretty dang close. My watch. Oh, Moment. It's just a Moment watch. It's a Moment watch. My wife bought it for me for Christmas. Got me that, and then got me this little chain. Hosen, what's up, brother? Welcome. But yeah, so happy you guys are hanging out. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Feel free and bounce in and bounce out as you need to. Bro, we've been live for an hour. That's crazy. Yeah, so at the start of the stream, I was trying to figure out all this stuff with like the live chat and figure out like proper sizing. I think it looks pretty good. I wonder what is this do. Oh, I can highlight it, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, so one of the things I would like to do this year is just sort of have some live streams where we're all just sort of chilling, listening to music, editing. I'm sure a lot of y'all got work to be doing, so maybe y'all just like, you know, listening to some edits and or hanging out while we edit and, you know, sort of chill, listen to our music. I know I've got some edits I got to get done today. No problem. No problem at all for the responses. Of course, man. Phil says, as an experienced Red user, Brandon, would you recommend buying a second-hand OG Komodo or a Komodo X? If it is your only Red camera, or you expect it to be your only Red camera, then I think a second-hand OG Komodo is amazing. If you plan to possibly work with other Red cameras, like a KX in the future, or possibly even going up to a Raptor, the color sciences are slightly different between the OG Komodo and the Komodo X. And the Komodo X is closer to the Raptor. And so because I have a Raptor, I always recommend a KX, or I'm always going to hire a KX shooter over an OG Komodo shooter. Unless we're doing like, you know, crash cam stuff. And I don't want to put a KX in that type of danger. I just muted the music get louder. Music got louder. Down a bit. But I think they're both solid cameras. I do think that the OG Komodo and I do think that the Komodo X are both very, very solid cameras. The Komodo, OG Komodo, may require more building out. So for example, if you want to put a V mount on the back, you got to buy an adapter for that. If you want to be able to use, like it can't use all of the same Red accessories. Like Red has this really expensive but nice monitor that won't work on the OG Komodo. And I just found that like with the OG Komodo, it required a little bit more rigging to get where I wanted it. But still, you know, we're talking about $5,000 versus $7,000, so that's a $2,000 difference. So like if you bought the OG Komodo and you invested those $2,000 into accessories, you'd have a package you'd be very, very happy with. But if you then just spent that $2,000 to get the KX, you'd still have to spend more money to build it out. So I think it really just comes down to budget and color science. But like I said, I think the OG Komodo is still very, very capable. But if you can get the KX, I think you'll be happier with the KX because of the IO ports, where they're located, those type of things. It does make it a more enjoyable shooting experience. And the KX has like I mean, granted it's only 2, but programmable buttons, which they come in handy a lot. Babu says, what projects have you shot on the Red ecosystem of cameras that you're most proud of and why? I mean, the biggest one is probably the Star Wars project we did. We shot that on an LED wall, and we shot that with the X. And having a global shutter is huge for those type of projects. It's probably the one I'm the most proud of. Sorry, I just read Babu's deal. We just finished a project the other day. Let me see if I can download it. We shot this thing on the Red, and dude, when I tell y'all this is the most hectic project I've ever done. Like, the client called me on a Monday, or the client reached out to me on a Monday. We scheduled a call for Tuesday. On that call, they were like, can we have the project in basically 2 weeks? So I had the rest of that week to plan the project. We had to shoot the following week, which was a 3-day shoot. So we shot Tuesday, Thursday, and then I sent somebody to shoot some stuff for us on Friday. And then they wanted the project tomorrow. So the whole project was like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, from literally the first time we talked to the time we finished it. Uh-oh, what happened? Why didn't it download? Something's going on. Let's figure out what. There we go. So I'm downloading the project so I can show you guys. But yeah, that one was really fun. Phil says, or is there anything to be aware of when buying used Reds? No, dude, Reds actually hold their value really well. The only thing I would tell you to look at is every single Red has like usage hours. So you can like actually check and see how many hours is on the camera. You don't want anything with like an egregious number of hours. But then the other thing you can do is you can actually contact Red support, and you can have, so I've never done this, but I mean, technically you could do this. So every single Red has a way to output basically like what is going on the camera to a memory card. So there's like this file. I have to go figure out what the name of the file is. But there's basically this file that the Red can output, and that file you can then send off to Red support, and it allows them to do a diagnostic on the camera remotely, which is like crazy. And then from there, Red can tell you if the camera is like in good working conditions, or if there's any issues, if they were using, you know, the wrong batteries, if they've been using unapproved media, all that kind of stuff. Because that's something that Red actually does. Like if you have your camera and you use unapproved batteries or you use unapproved media, if the camera starts having problems, they will let you know that. And then they also will, you know, maybe say that, you know, service might cost more or something like that, or the problem is because of the battery. So you can pull basically a diagnostic file, send that over to Red. They can tell you what they think. And then you can do that. And then the other thing you can always do is after you buy the camera, I would probably recommend doing this anyway, buy the camera and then just send it in to Red for like a full cleaning, a full diagnostic sweep. They'll double check everything, make sure everything's all up and running and that it's in good working condition before you take it out for your first shoot. So you can totally do that. Actually, with my Red, about every 1.5 years, I've done it like twice now. I'll send my Raptor in and just get like a full cleaning, get the mount checked. Cause like they do have intake fans, and like I take my camera and I shoot outdoors. I haven't done them in a while, but I used to shoot like tons of music videos out in the desert and like in the dust and all that kind of stuff. And so like literally one time after I shot this music festival, so much dust and dirt was in the air that I sent my camera in, did a full cleaning, and the camera worked good as new after that. So I would definitely recommend some of those things. I want to make sure I didn't miss that comment because that comment was pretty Preston says these streams are chill to have on in the background while editing. Oh man, that's the plan. That's the plan. If and when Nikon makes a Komodo X with a Z mount, I have decided I will make the jump. All right. Ron says, I have an edit to work on today, doing a hospital training video we do every year. Yeah, bro. Edit days are great. I actually have a shoot day tomorrow. It's gonna be a long day, y'all. Long day. Again, documentary style. The nice thing is that it's like 4 interviews and they're all like an hour long. So at least it's like a lot of setup and then just basically sitting there. But like I do all the interviewing. So man, it just keeps me busy. It'll be a long day. Babu says, just to give you flowers, Brandon, because of what you do with Uncensored Live, you got all YouTubers and their moms doing live streams. No shade. I have noticed. I have definitely noticed. But most of them are my friends. And so I'm cool with them. But yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I've seen it. Some of them are just, I don't know. They just, hey, it is what it is. Jonathan says, I'm actually editing an interview right now with the stream on my iPad. Love it. How future-proof is an investment in a 6K camera right now? Would you still be viable for the next 10 years, or should we all buy 8K for 12K cameras? Buy 8K to 12K cameras. Dude, I went into Best Buy yesterday, day before yesterday. I was picking up a hard drive, and because I shoot on the Raptor, I was considering I just wanted to see what an 8K TV was like. And I walked up to one of the Best Buy associates and I was like, hey man, do y'all have any 8K TVs? And he immediately was like, oh man, I don't think you need an 8K TV. Let me show you a couple 4K TVs, because there's just no media out there for 8K right now. And obviously he doesn't know me or what I'm about or what I do. And so I was immediately like, no, man, I'm actually looking for an 8K TV. He was like, well, television isn't even broadcast in 8K yet. So we're just finding a lot of customers are buying 8K TVs and then they're returning them because they're not seeing a big difference. And I was like, I know, I'm a filmmaker and I film in 8K and I want to be able to see my content back in full resolution. And then this man was like, oh, what camera do you shoot on? And I was like, I shoot on a Red. And he was like, what kind of camera is that? Is that photography? The audacity, man. The audacity. I was like, bro, just show me what I was asking for. And then long story short, they only had 2 8K TVs on the floor for me to see, both from Samsung, which I'm not a huge fan of Samsung TVs. So all that's to say, long story short, bro, I don't know if the masses are even close to being ready for 8K. So for the next 5 years, I think we're all probably good with 6K cameras, unless you need to do heavy cropping. That's it. So, yeah, man, it is definitely not necessary. And I see Ron said, get one of those returned 8K TVs. Yeah, man, that's probably what but unfortunately, I just walked, I kind of felt like this guy didn't know what he was talking about and he wasn't really trying to help me. So I just ended up bouncing. Awesome, Phil. I'm glad I was able to help out. Preston says, any guesses on what everyone is doing in Norway with Lumix? I can tell you this. They probably all got a notice that says, nobody talk to Brandon. But yeah, dude, if you guys are following everybody's Instagram stories, they are all posting. They're all in Norway. And as y'all can see, I'm here in Houston. Charles says, I'm editing a tailgate event at a restaurant. Sounds so boring, but Kevin Love, Derek White, and Nore were there, so that makes it cool. Yeah, man. Dude, I remember there was like a season of my career where I was like chasing famous people. Like I had this list. I was like, oh, I want to shoot for this person. I want to shoot for this person. And so I would take any job that gave me the opportunity to shoot with like those famous people. And then I found that like famous people are like, I'm not going to say they have different sets of problems. Showing up on time is one of them. I don't know what it is. When you become famous, you just decide, I ain't trying to show up on time. I can just kind of do whatever I want. Charles said, Brandon, do something. Do you sometimes flex on Best Buy employees since you used to work there? I'm always tempted to play I was there before, but I'm a chill guy. Man, it's really hard because like when I do go in there and like if I need help, like I'm not trying, like this is gonna sound like I'm flexing, but like I think I know more than the average I think I know more than the average customer who shows up. So for me, I look at it and I go, I know they're expecting me not to know anything because when I worked at Best Buy, the average customer didn't know anything. But like, I would always ask like, oh, hey, like, you know, like, have you done any research? And then that way the person could like tell me what they knew and then I could like speak to them on their level. But bro, these guys at Best Buy don't be caring. So like, I remember the other day I went in there because like to back up hard drives, especially when I work with an editor, I'll like run into Best Buy and grab a Samsung T7 or whatever, just have a backup of a file. You know, especially when like these last couple of weeks we've been just like going. So I just want to make sure everything is backed up. So I'll go in there and ask for a hard drive. And I remember I asked this guy, I was like, oh, I need to get 2 terabytes. This was like literally like right before I did the TV thing. I went in there and I was like, yeah, I need to get these 2 terabyte drives. And he like grabbed me one and I was like, no, sorry, I need 2. And he was like, that's a lot of storage. And I was like, I'm aware. I need both of them. And then the guy was like, oh, so, you know, what are you using them for? And I was like, oh, I do video work. And my, you know, I'm gonna fill this up. And he was like, you're gonna fill up 2 terabytes? And I was like, yeah. Actually, I have a 122 terabyte RAID system in my office right now that's practically full. And the guy was just like flabbergasted by that thought. And I was like, dude, like, I don't really, like, sometimes I guess they do want to ask questions. Maybe they can upsell you and all that kind of stuff. But like, sometimes I just know what I'm looking for. So just point me in the direction. I'm not really there to ask questions. I just want to be pointed in the right direction. But yeah, Brandon, I try to be chill too. Ron says, Norway in the winter, not for me, man. Dude, trust me, they're all there for the cameras. We know. I don't think any of them chose to go to Norway in the winter, but they took them all to Japan last time, so it should be fun. Famous people are people, and I don't like people. Bro, this is the reason why I shot real estate for so long. I didn't have to deal with anybody. Like, every time I would shoot with, like, especially, like, photography, I got so tired of people saying, like, oh, can you make me look skinny? Or can you do this? Can you do that? It got to a point where, bro, I didn't even want to even shoot with people. So I was just like, man, let me shoot houses. They don't talk. But I've gotten better at it. Now I love doing docs. I love hearing people's stories, but it's like real stories. But yeah, famous people, there's a certain level of entitlement. I can't rock with it. Preston says, Houston is fine. I take Red as a partner over Lumix. Hey, you know where I sit. But if Lumix is watching, I love you. Bro, Lumix is not paying attention to me anymore. I'm sure they logged out of my life a long time ago. Sig, what's up? He says, what do you think about DJ videographers and how they shoot? Do you think it's cheesy? DJ videographers? What does that mean? What is a DJ videographer? If you're talking about like festivals? Yeah, see, you have to clarify. What do you mean DJ videographers? I don't understand the reference. Do you think it's cheesy? A lot of times I can tell you, at least from when I shot festivals, you don't get a chance to choose how you shoot. All those crazy transitions and explosions and blah, 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 blah. That's the festival director. They go find somebody else's video and they say, I want this. And then you go, well, that's not really my style. And then they say, okay, I'll go find a kid to do it. And then they go find somebody who can do it. So I have found that the festival space, at least in my experience, they know exactly what they want, and they want you to make that thing, and do not deviate. So if you want the job, do the job. Babu says, I just went on Instagram real quick and saw that everyone is in Norway. They better be dropping a S1H Mark II and the S1R2. I don't know about the H, but we did get rumors that the R is very close. And Phil says, you can't ever have enough storage. I tell my wife this all the time because she's always asking, like, because I'm always buying hard drives. And she's like, when do you stop having to buy hard drives? I was like, when do you stop having to put gas in your car? When you choose to stop driving. So, like, the day I stop buying hard drives is the day I stop shooting video, which will probably never happen. Babu says, does being as real as you are injure your relationship with brands and a result injure your wallet as far as brand deals are concerned? Yeah, 100%. I'm very honest. But I don't care. I don't do it for the brands. I will say there was a season, especially if you go back in the days on my YouTube channel, there was a season where I wanted the brand's respect and I was playing the game. But I felt like I wasn't being authentic. I wasn't being, like, real. And I was just helping rich people get richer instead of helping filmmakers like myself, like, get better. So I decided a long time ago to flip it. I mean, I'm blessed to be able to say, like, I have my own video production company. It does fairly well. I'm able to hire my friends to help me out with jobs. So I get paid that way. Yes, you can look at my channel. I haven't, like, on my main channel, like this channel here, I haven't posted in a minute. I haven't done a few brand deals in a minute. I stopped caring about shilling, and it felt unauthentic. It made me hate doing camera reviews because even when it wasn't sponsored, people still thought I was being sponsored and thought I wasn't being authentic. So for me, I'm just like, buck the whole system. Like, I'd rather just be me, be real. Like, I like going live because going live, you can't edit it out. You can't edit it out. Be yourself. And I'd rather really connect with people. So yeah, I definitely, less brand deals, less trips. I've only gone to Sony Kondo. I don't go to the Lumix trips. I don't go to, the Sony new camera announcements. They don't give me the cameras in advance. Yeah, definitely has injured me a little bit, but like, it's like, it's the way I look at it is, it's like, it's money I don't want to make because I don't want to do what it would require for me to do it. You know, like how, like, this is probably a bad example, but you know how, like, there's probably a lot of girls out there who are very pretty, who could probably hop on OnlyFans and make good bank, right? But they just say it's not what they want to do. Right? So it's money that they're not making because they don't want to do what it takes to make the money. That's me with dealing with these brands. That's a terrible analogy. I don't want to do what it takes. Like, I don't want to sell out. And I'm not saying everybody who does it is a sellout, but I don't want to have to think about it. I don't want the pressure. And a lot of times these brands are like, this is the embargo. You got to talk about it. You got to do this. You got to do that. And I'm just like, bro, I don't need that stress. I got clients here in Houston who actually are paying me for that type of stress. And what's crazy is a lot of times these brands, they don't even want to pay you. They just want you to, you know, talk about their cameras for free. And the sale is they give it to you early. I don't care. I'll wait. So yeah, so that's just me. Sorry. That was a little bit of a rant. What are your thoughts on shooting on green screen? Yeah, it's fine. Whenever the project requires it. I'm not against it. If I can shoot on location, I'm going to prefer that. But, yeah, that's just me. I don't know if I've seen enough DJ vlog style content. So, but I mean, I think when it comes to being a videographer, I don't have any issue with anybody's like creative decision. It's totally up to them. I think I don't know. I just support creators first. Ron says, I'd rather have my integrity than shill for brand deals. Yeah, I mean, I get it if that's what I mean, like, the thing is, like, some people just want to review gear, which I totally understand that. So it's not even really that it's shilling. Now, if they're just straight up lying, that's different. That's totally different. But, yeah, I don't think most people are trying to shill. Like, for example, I know my good friend Cam Mackey, he gets a lot of crap for it, right? And, like, now he's sort of, like, grabbed it and held onto it as, like, a badge of honor. But this man literally is just, like, excited about the gear, which I can totally see. I think the only time it gets muddy is when people are sharing their opinions and they're promoting the product at the same time. I think those just need to be two different videos, possibly, from the audience's perspective. But, again, to each his own. People are going to think what they want to think regardless. Even if you do it the way that people like it, I can tell you right now, people still ain't going to like it. Like, people right now probably still think I'm a shill because I'm always talking about Nikon and Red, even though I own Canons. Like, I can tell people all day long, I also like Canon. I own more Canons than I own Nikon cameras. Still going to be called a shill. So, Jonathan says, that's actually the reason I watch your reviews, as I know they're not over optimistic, as they aren't over optimistic. Yeah, I will say I don't tend to like to make negative reviews though. So like if a product just sucks, I tend to not just make a video about it. Like I've had multiple people who like sent me products to review and then I just didn't make the review and then they got mad at me and I was like, look, just send me a return label. I'll ship it back to you. Because I'm like, if the product sucks, but like I promote it, I'm still giving it airspace by putting it on my channel. Also, I'm still taking the time to make the video. Like imagine cooking a dish that you know you don't like how it tastes, just so you can then take a bite out of it and tell everybody, yeah, this is gross. Like the audacity for these companies to think that I'm gonna take the time to make a video about a product that I know I don't like. Like that takes so much time. Like I gotta shoot it. With my YouTube stuff, I edit it myself. So I gotta shoot it, I gotta edit it, I gotta plan it, I gotta light it, I gotta like put the video out, I gotta come up with a thumbnail, I gotta come up with descriptions, I gotta come up with tags, I gotta put it out there. And then I gotta obviously make it good because I don't want people to think my videos suck. Just for me to say, yeah, I don't like this. Bro, that's so stupid. I think that's so stupid. Babu says, thanks for being honest and real. Brandon, you and Jarrell are like peanut butter and jelly. Y'all have such amazing chemistry. It's crazy. Y'all need to keep doing stuff together. Man, that's my boy. We're shooting together tomorrow. Like, yeah, bro. He's quickly become one of my best friends. What's crazy is like, I've heard that before, that we have great chemistry. But like, it's not something that we like practice or plan. It's weird to hear that. We don't have like it's not like a plan thing. We don't even we barely plan the show. We barely plan the show. It's crazy. Ron says, now if Blackmagic wants to give me cameras to review, I'll do it. But I would do that anyway. Yeah, I think that's the safe way to do it. Like if you buy it, then review it. You know, if you'd buy it and they want to give it to you for free, I'm not against getting free stuff. I've gotten plenty of free stuff. I'm sitting in a free chair. But there's a Herman Miller. Is it Herman Miller? What is it? I think it's Herman Miller. I'd buy this chair anyway. Actually, I don't know if I'd buy this one because this one's pretty expensive. So I was pretty happy when they gave it to me. But if I had the cash, I'd buy it because it's mad comfortable. Now I sound like I'm chilling. Babu says Nikon and Red still got your back. They have. Yeah, the guys over at Red, they've always had my back. Nikon's been really great. A little corporate at the night on the Nikon side, but I mean, it is what it is. They're always great. Wait, I want to see what emoji you put because I forget. I gotta pull them up on the... Oh, crying face emoji. It says, now Brandon, let's talk about how much you're not... Wait. Now, Brandon, let's talk about how much you're not I think it's supposed to be a fan of Blackmagic cameras. I'm a huge Blackmagic gang member. Bro, it's not that I don't like Blackmagic. I do like Blackmagic cameras. They're fine. I just feel like... Hold on. Excuse me. I just feel like... Man, like... This is gonna sound bougie as hell. I don't mean that. Like, God, it's so hard. Like, when I went from Blackmagic to Red, I got a raw workflow that was a bit easier. And like, I understand, like, I paid for it, right? Like, it's expensive. And like, I bought my Red cameras. So like, I get it. But it's not that I don't like Blackmagic. I think Blackmagic is dope. I think it's fantastic, and I think for the price, they always punch way above their weight class. I just don't personally need to own one for myself. That's it. You clickbaited us Blackmagic people with the Ursa 12K. Dude, we talked about it. It's not a clickbait. We definitely talked about it on the live stream. The hard part about the live stream is we talk about so many different topics that like we gotta find the most interesting one to put in the title and the thumbnail. And then because it's normally our highlight topic, like the way our show is structured is because like we go live, and what we have found like from the graphics or from the analytics is that it takes people about 30 minutes to like fully get on the stream, because we will have, 100 plus people on the live stream. But we don't hit that number until about maybe 30 minutes into the stream. So we will have our main topic. We will go live. We will then have like a smaller segment, but that's very engaging. So we can, start talking to chat and that kind of stuff. Because normally our early gang is like our most vocal people anyway. And so we want to talk with them early into the stream. So we'll come up with a topic that's good there. And then we'll have our main topic that's like slots in around 25-30 minutes into the stream, and then we have other topics that we handle after that. But I will say, because we do it live, if y'all don't care and don't comment and don't engage, then yeah, we'll move on. And so sometimes we think we're putting the most interesting topic that we're going to talk about in the stream, and then we get live and then nobody cares. The other thing is that like, we're guessing. Like, the hardest part about live streaming, like, you'll notice it for this stream. I don't even have a thumbnail. Like, with most streams, we got to come up with a title, thumbnail, and topic before we go live. But then, like, if chat goes crazy different direction, because we're live, we got to figure that out. So, yeah, we're always guessing with our titles and thumbnails. We're hoping that what we put there is going to work. But, you never really know. We're always just kind of trying to put on the best show we can. But yeah, it's might be a little clickbaity. Dude, finding the clips is where I feel like where we piss off people for real. Dude, when we make our clips on the Uncensored channel, dude, people get mad because they're not there live. So I don't know, they be wilding. Those are always fun. All right, let's see. Thoughts on creating an Amazon store to uncensored merchandise so people like us who are out of the U.S. can have them shipped out to us. People outside the U.S. can't receive our merch? Didn't even know that. I had no idea our merch was locked to the U.S. I gotta figure that out. You taught me something new. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's wild. I don't like that. Preston says, ooh, you should put a Stream Deck plugin for y'all to put on y'all's screen there, or like a little light that blinks so you know, both of you know to move on. I don't know, just a random ADHD thought. He says, ooh, you should put on a Stream Deck plugin for y'all to put on your screen there. Or a little light that blinks so you both know to move on. Yeah, we kind of try to vibe with the, like, obviously it starts with like our conversation. Like if we have things we want to say, we'll say it. But then, yeah, we're looking at the chat, and the chat normally indicates like, hey, it's time to move on. So we'll do that. Ron says, I get it. Blackmagic cameras are divisive because they cut corners on certain things to be able to make great cameras for lower price. I still think their image is one of the best in the industry. No, of course. I mean, I always say that the Blackmagic gives me Alexa vibes a lot of the times. Like a lot of the times. Now, granted, I think their sensors, like as far as dynamic range is concerned, could be improved a little bit. I haven't seen the Pixis in a while. I want to shoot with it again. Whoops. I want to shoot with the Pixis again. But I need to, I don't know. I feel like Blackmagic does a pretty good job. I mean, yeah, they cut corners here and there, and they have some production line issues, and but I think Blackmagic overall is pretty solid. I think it's a pretty solid camera. At least some of them. Some of the stuff they do is weird because of like the processors that they choose. So like, for example, I think it was like on the 6K where it's like you can shoot 6K, but you can't shoot 6K in ProRes. You can only do 6K in RAW. And then there's like stuff where like on the Blackmagic cinema camera, the full frame one, it was only ProRes, or it was only RAW, Blackmagic RAW, no additional codecs. So I just feel like if they could do some of those things, it'd be pretty sick. They could just fix a few of those little things. Babu says, Brandon, we need to get Jarrell on YouTube real quick. You keep it real, but you guys are all will be pissing off brands left and right. And center, except Canon. Probably will need to chill with them brands. Yeah, Jarrell is like me. He's we're both very busy. And Jarrell, I mean, he said it on the stream, he's got 6 kids. Homie busy. So like getting him to make content on YouTube, like in the camera space, like I feel like, cause like I even deal with this on my main channel, like on this channel. I keep saying my main channel because I'm not used to streaming on this channel. But like we say everything on Uncensored. So like with my main channel, I haven't made a video in a minute because I'm like, dude, what do I have to say that I haven't already said on Uncensored? And I'm like, what else is there for me to give? So that's something that I'm personally dealing with. And I think Jarrell's probably in a similar boat where it's kind of like, we say everything we need to say on Uncensored when it comes to the camera stuff. Now, I will tell y'all, Jarrell does have a YouTube channel. It does exist out there. It is not about camera stuff whatsoever. But I'll let him share that when he's ready to put it out there. So I'll just say that. Ron says, I want to shoot with the Ursa Cine. Yeah, dude. I want to shoot with that too. Talbot. Was it Talbot? No. Michael Tobin. Tobin said he shot with it. He did not want to give it back. Apparently Blackmagic sent it to him and he was not happy about giving it back. Kevin says, I love Blackmagic, but their sensors are terrible. I think the image is okay. I think their sensors might be okay. I think it's their processors that limit what the sensors can do. Because the images, if you can like expose it properly and live within their 12 stops of dynamic range, you're normally okay. But I think it's the processors that are limiting it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure the science on that. I could be wrong. Kevin says, we use them for our live stream church broadcasts. We replaced 3 Ursas over the last 5 to 6 years. Yeah, live broadcasts, they're great too. But again, that's an environment where you fully control the lighting, Charles says, respect for Jarrell, 6 kids. I just had my second kid 4 months ago, and I'm overwhelmed. Dude, congratulations, man. You're in the 2 dad club. I got 2 boys, but mine are much older. My youngest one just turned 9 yesterday. My oldest one is 12, about to be 13. And buddy, I look at Jarrell and I go, all respect, but I don't want to join that club. So I'm happy with my 2, and I'm good. Me and my wife have this joke of like, oh, we've got 2 kids because like when they were little, little, we're like, if we ever take them to Disney and they each like see like their favorite character and they split and they go running in different directions, we can just like we can play man. But then once you have 3 kids, you gotta start playing zone. You can get beat in zone. Like good teams get beat in zone all the time. So we like playing man defense. It helps out a lot. I hope I'm saying this right. I'm saying Babuth Studios, but that could be completely wrong. I've been saying it wrong for probably almost 2 hours. It says Blackmagic wants to lock people in their ecosystem by only allowing B-Raw for their cameras and locking our ProRes. Yeah, I mean, Blackmagic Raw is technically a better codec, but it is not the easiest codec. And yeah, I wish they would just like unlock H.265 or something, you know? And if they could figure out autofocus, gosh, if they could figure out autofocus without increasing the price, dude, they would destroy. They would kill the entire market for sure. He says Jarrell needs to put Canon cameras into all them 6 kids' hands with a whole camera crew right there. First AC, producer, director, gaff. I do know some of his kids do help him now. Some of his kids actually do help him with some of his productions. So that is really cool. But he has some kids that are older than mine. But I am my oldest one, if y'all saw it Uncensored last week, he started learning Blender. And so, dude, it's wild what these kids are capable of at such a young age. It's insane. Yeah, he does have a whole camera crew. And he says it's pronounced B-O, like bottle. Babuth. Babuth. Bottle. Babuth. Babuth. Babuth Studios. Oh, man. I forgot we had music on for a minute. I like this playlist. All right, let's see. Can I make... Okay. Oh, chat's a little bit smaller there. There we go. That's not like eating with my face. Charles said, oh, you just reminded me. The FX6 didn't have H.265. What? Oh, that's trash. Still doesn't have FX6? That's wild. All right, thanks, Charles. You just talked me off the ledge of the FX6 all over again. I needed that. Jonathan says, did you enjoy Kendrick Lamar's halftime show? I know you're in the top 1% of fans, according to YouTube. That is a honor that I have. I took a screenshot. I think I shared it on Instagram or something. But yeah, as far as YouTube is concerned, I am in the top 1% of Kendrick Lamar listeners, um, which is crazy. But it's really not that crazy because I do listen to Kendrick all the time. I mean, I'll put on Mr. Morale and just let it play. And what's crazy is like I listen to it on other platforms that YouTube can't even count. So what's crazy is like um I'm like I'll listen, like I got vinyls. So sometimes I'll play like I have To Pimp a Butterfly. I mean I have Mr. Morale too, but I have To Pimp a Butterfly on vinyl. And I love listening to it on my vinyl. It's actually on my vinyl player right now. And so like sometimes I'll just come in here and just let it play. Because there's like one side that just plays a few of the tracks I love. Just let that whole thing play while I'm like cleaning up the office or whatever. And there's just I don't know, there's a different vibe to having a vinyl playing. But yeah, dudes, I'm gonna post it. Screw it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna post it inside of the Creative Film Academy. I created a whole like I did a reaction to it. I reacted to it, but YouTube like took it down. Like, oh my gosh, it was so annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna post inside the Creative Film Academy. Babuth says Sony needs to do an FX6 Mark II and make it 6K open gate. Yeah, I think a lot of people are getting hip to that open gate deal. Cam Mackey should get all the credit though. Charles says triple check as I'm not 100% sure, but at least it was not available in most 4K 10-bit formats. I'm not gonna triple check because I don't want another reason to want to buy it. So that would make me leave Blackmagic purely because of the that would make me leave Blackmagic purely because of the autofocus. FX6 will be able to shoot B-RAW with the video assist sometime this year. Also ProRes with the video assist. So that's a thing, I guess. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that makes me think that the FX6 ain't getting a new camera this year. They've announced that the FX6 is getting updates this year, and I feel like they wouldn't do that if they were giving them a new camera this year. They would just put those new updates in the new camera to make that a selling feature for why you should upgrade to the new FX6. But because they're telling FX6 owners that your camera is going to get better, I think what they're trying to do is say, hey, FX6 shooters, don't go buy a new camera. We're going to make your camera better really soon. So they're just trying to like basically keep them from, going to look at a C80 or looking at another system. That's my theory, but I don't know if it's I don't know if that's accurate. Kendrick Lamar got some balls, man. He is beefing hard with Drake. Bro, Kendrick is ruthless. Kendrick is like the definition of petty. Like, I feel like Webster's Dictionary should like refer to Kendrick in its definition of pettiness. But as a Kendrick Lamar fan who can never get enough new Kendrick Lamar music, I thank Drake for pushing Kendrick to giving me one of the most amazing years of Kendrick music I've ever gotten, and more Kendrick music than I thought I was going to get. Because I didn't think I was going to get more music after Morale for a while. But he gave me a whole new album. And I'm pretty sure another album's probably coming soon. So we'll see. Yeah, Charles says Sony announcing updates a year in advance is wild and stupid. It is, but it's not when your competition is releasing whole new cameras and you've got nothing to say. You have to say something, And so I feel like it's one of those things where Canon was like beating the brakes off of everybody last year, where it just got to a point where Sony was like, bro, we gotta say something. What are we working on? They were like, I mean, we could technically put RAW on this camera. And they're like, all right, tell the world. So hopefully Sony shooters won't go switching. Uh, Marquez says, "What's the good thing about the NRAW going to Red Cine X?" Uh, Realistically, it's just if you are trying to work within a Red workflow, it just makes it a little bit easier. So you can take your you can take your Nikon RAW files, throw them into Red Cine X, and then pipe them through a Red color workflow. If you're already doing that workflow with Red cameras. Now, a lot of people don't even do that workflow. I mean, like I take my Red footage and bring it directly into the editor, and then I do my entire pipeline through my editor. But there are some post houses that will uh, take their files into Red Cine X to put it in the color space that they want to there first, and then export it out. So then that way they can send out, different versions of it, proxy versions, or versions for edit, like for colorists or whatever. They can send those different versions out to all of their different shooters. And so I think what they're doing, I mean, this is just my assumption. I think what Nikon is trying to do is just to make their Nikon RAW, their existing Nikon RAW, work with a better workflow with existing Red RAW, so that you can switch back and forth between Nikon in Red and make that flow better. Um, Obviously, these are all things that they can do now without having to release a new camera. And so I think they're just trying to do everything they can now to get the most, like, kind of get the most squeeze out of their existing cameras before releasing something new. Yeah, Ron says he's about to drop a new one. Yeah, I hope so. Dude, the song that he has the snippet in the music video, and then he opened up the halftime show with that one song, and he hasn't released it yet. And I'm waiting on it. But yeah, I mean, GNX is such a good album that, like, if we don't get another Kendrick album for 6 months, I think I'm okay. I mean, granted, I'll take one as soon as he gets it. Like, I want Drake to say something so Kendrick can just drop. But honestly, I feel like the beef is over. If you're asking me, I feel like the beef is done. I feel like Kendrick said at the end of his show, "Game over." He told Kendrick during the press run up that there are no round twos. And yeah, I mean, I kind of want Kendrick to. I mean, I love it. I love the energy. But also, like, I feel like everybody's going crazy now, like looking for beef stuff. Like Kendrick wearing his chain, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's wearing an A for A minor," and it's like, or like the flag with the kids holding up the A. Like that was his logo before the beef. Like that's PG Lang's logo. So like hearing people try to like take stuff and make it about the beef that's really not about the beef, I'm kind of over that. I feel like people are like really stretching now, because I feel like a Kendrick Lamar song now is kind of like a Christopher Nolan movie where people are like, they're trying to overanalyze it, or like a Jordan Peele movie. Like I remember like when when Get Out came out, everybody was like analyzing, like, oh, what does this mean? This, that, and the other. And then like when his newest movie, Nope, came out, people were doing the same thing, but it was like, it was kind of an alien movie. Like, just enjoy it. So I feel like with Kendrick's, I want him to come up with an album and like not have everybody trying to overly dissect every little detail out of it, because it might. I think at some point people are just doing too much. Like he's just a good artist. Drake will definitely say something soon through his lawyers. Dude, I think that lawsuit gonna get dropped. I think the only reason why he sued was to try to prevent the Super Bowl from happening. And the fact that it has happened, I think they're gonna settle, or he's gonna drop it, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be done. So I don't think the lawsuit's gonna be a big deal. I think it backfired on him more than anything. So if he's smart, he'll just let it go. Preston hopped in. Preston said, yeah, Drake is cooked. Yeah. Yeah, he's cooked. It's done. I think he knows it. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw. I saw a clip on Instagram. Apparently, he was performing, I think, in Montreal at the same time as the Super Bowl. So homie was like, how can I guarantee that I won't have to watch the Super Bowl? So he had a performance at the exact same time. And he like walked out with like a sweatshirt with like bullet holes in it, and like they had like some type of smoke effect where it's like pumping smoke through the bullet holes. Basically to, I guess, to like incentivize or to state that like I made it, like I've survived all the shots. You know, they're fresh because they're still smoking, but it was pretty wild. He says K-Dot for president. I don't know about all that, but yeah, that's crazy. Oh, you know what I want to test? Let's go to Stream Deck. Hey, so I wonder how many of y'all have actually tried live streaming? Let me know. I'm really interested. He says, "Oh, he's on tour in Australia." Oh, okay, that's where he's at. Ron says, I've been thinking about it, just not sure what to talk about. Jonathan says, I've done live streams for clients, never for myself though. Preston says, I streamed one time. I'm interested in it though, and have seen a lot of people say it helps growth. Don't really know where to start though. I mean, granted, we grew Uncensored, but I don't know if Uncensored grew because of the actual live stream or if it grew because of all the clips and shorts that we post. Oh, this will be a fun question. If you guys have watched Uncensored, how did you find it? I'd love to know. Like, how did you find Uncensored? Was it a clip? Was it on my channel? Did you find it originally on my channel before we jumped ship? If you remember, how did you find Uncensored? I'd love to know. That'd be awesome. Jordan says, about to pick up a KX. Been watching every video you have on it. How will the image compare to my R5C? Practically for real estate and commercial. Image quality, amazing. Jordan, I got a question. Have you already bought it? Let me know quickly in the chat. Jordan, have you already bought your KX? Brandon, what are your honest opinions on the IRIX Cine lenses? Should I get them over the Mikeys? IRIX image quality better than the Mikeys, but the Mikeys have more options. The number one problem I have with the IRIX lenses is the actual focal lengths themselves. They're weird. Like, image quality out of them, stellar, clean, sharp, beautiful, super clinical. Like, if you just want a clean image from your sensor, you're gonna love them. Build quality on point. For $1,500, I think, per lens, fantastic. But you got like a 15 mil lens, you got a 30 mil lens, you got a 45 mil lens, you got a 65 mil lens. Like, that's just what's so weird. And like, when you work with other directors, or you work with, like, if you're providing gear for like a team, nobody wants those lenses because those focal lengths are weird. People are used to the 24, the 35, 50, 85, like 135. Like, these are focal lengths that like directors know what they're gonna look like. Nobody knows what a 45 looks like. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird. So that's my only problem with the IRIX lenses. But if it's just for you, you're gonna love them. If you're okay with those focal lengths, obviously. Kevin says, I want to try live streams and edit sessions, but cuss too much. You know? I have figured out how to go live and not cuss. I don't know how I do it, but it's tough sometimes. But I do cuss a lot. Like a truly uncensored episode, my kids couldn't watch. So I do censor myself a little bit. Just language wise. Also, cause I feel like sometimes cussing like throws some people off. So I don't know. I don't cuss a whole lot, but when I get passionate about things, it can just slip up. That's the one thing I think when I play video games. I don't know if I can stream video games live without cussing. That's gonna be the real test. That'll be a real test. In Kenya, streaming funerals are becoming a thing now. I remember I streamed one funeral during COVID. So weird. Like, it was tough. Like, I didn't know who to put the camera on and what to show. And then people were crying. And I was like, dude, I feel terrible for them right now. And I feel like I'm broadcasting their pain. Now, granted, it was just because, like, obviously during COVID, people couldn't, get together and stuff. But man, it felt like I was broadcasting their pain. I struggled with that. I only did one and never had the drive to try to do another one. He says, I found Uncensored on your main channel before jumping ship. I was already subscribed. Jordan says, I haven't bought it yet. Okay. I can't say anything, but just maybe wait. Just wait a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too long. Just a little bit. That's all I'll say for now. I can't say anything, but I don't want you to be like, Brandon, why didn't you? So I'm saying without saying. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Preston says, I saw a short you put up. I was already subbed to you at the time. Okay. So a short. That's cool. I've been wondering, like, do we waste our time by even putting out shorts? Jonathan says, I've watched your YouTube channel for ages and just saw the live stream when they were there. Okay, so another one from the Brandon Washington channel. Charles said, I found Uncensored when it was on your channel. Okay. Starting to see a pattern here. Preston says, cussing too much is the exact reason I never stream gaming. Dude, I want to stream gaming, but bro, when I play Call of Duty and some like 12-year-old starts talking trash, you already know what I want to say. And then they are good, bro. I don't turn my mic on because they do be a lot of kids when you play online. I don't like cussing at kids online. But man, sometimes I just want to be like, F them kids. Line 7, what up, bro? Dude, I totally spaced. I'm so glad you're here. I totally spaced. I was supposed to hop on a call with you and go over your pitch. I'm so sorry. Last week was a busy week. DM me on IG. We'll set up 30 minutes. Actually, let me do this right now. Where's my Calendly? Let me do this for you right now. Let's go on IG. Wait, am I wrong? I might be wrong. Oh, Blind Seven. I thought you hit me up about doing a pitch. I could be wrong. I just looked at our Instagram DMs. Dude, I'd be DMing so many people. My bad. If that's wrong, hit me up. Let me know. I'm not saying anything, but yep. Moving on. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Charles says, I was interested in the KX as well. Brandon, I know you can't say anything, but you can blink twice if we need to wait more than a month. I'm not blinking. If you ask my wife what I sound like gaming, she'll say, get out of here. Blind Seven says, I found Uncensored through YouTube suggestion. All good, no worries. I got swamped too. Yeah, so Blind Seven, we were supposed to set up a time, right? It's not showing up in our DMs. Were we talking somewhere else? I thought we had said we were supposed to set up a time to hop on a deal. Oh wait, maybe that was through. Was that through the Creative Fam Academy? Are we talking through the Creative Fam Academy? Either way, look, I'm gonna send you a DM really quick. On IG, because I threw my phone. All right. I just sent you a DM. You know what's crazy? Blind Seven, I don't even know your real name. There'd be so many people I'd be like talking to through Instagram, because everybody's like, their Instagram names is just their business name. But I'd be sitting there having full conversations, don't know nobody's name. Sometimes I don't even know what y'all look like. I just know your logo. So like one day we're gonna meet in person. You're gonna be like, it's me, Charles. I'm gonna be like, who? And you'll be like, Blind Seven. I'm like, oh snap, that's crazy. Cause I don't even know y'all. Brandon and Ballet. I did not see that one coming. Sorry, just randomly remembered. Yeah. Evan the cameraman says, that's cool. You got the new unreleased right there already. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'll be there. Abe. Oh, I did know that. I knew it was Abe. My bad. Cause you're on inside of the Creative Fam Academy, I think it says that. Fine. I don't want password. Yeah, there you are. Okay, yeah, I think we were talking via the D. But yeah, man. Yeah, I have a few plans for some stuff I want to do with the Creative Fam Academy more. But yeah, Abe, do me a favor. Don't pick anything on a Wednesday though. Wednesdays are tough right now, but you can pick any other day. Tuesday. Okay, that works. Next Tuesday works. But Abe, you gotta let me film it. You gotta let me film the call, if you don't mind. I do want to start offering like one-on-one calls. I know there's people who have like very specific questions. But I've never done that before. I feel like it's no different than like right now. I'm just trying to help people. Maybe I should make another Instagram for my camera stuff. I mean, if you feel like you're gonna post on it consistently, I don't like it when people create new Instagram accounts to like segment out their business, but then they don't ever stay active on it because it becomes too much. So it's like, just build one, be happy with it. Like I have one Instagram account. I mean, I technically have a personal one that I post like pictures of my kids and stuff. And I'll create ones to like test certain things, but I have one main account and I just focus on that one main account. Dude, you ain't gotta do nothing crazy. I just want to more so film it for myself, just to see like, you know, what it is, what it's like. One thing I do, especially with clients, is I'll review my Zoom calls. So I'll record my Zoom calls that I have with clients, and then I'll review them. So then that way I can go back and look at like how I handled certain things, how I asked certain questions, how did the client respond to those questions. So yes, I'll do that. So you mentioned something about doing Zoom calls for Monday's live stream, still considering that idea. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with Monday live streams. Like yesterday we didn't do the live stream because it was my son's birthday. And coming off the weekend, I'm normally like swamped. And so like walking into the office and then immediately having to do a live stream is normally pretty difficult. What time is she? Thursday, 13th. Sorry, I just had a client book a call with me for the 13th. I just want to make sure I was actually available. Great. But yeah, so I just had we just submitted a deal to a client, a final video to a client. And so something I like to do, sorry, I got off your question, is after we submit the final version of a video to a client, I will then book a call with them just to like basically say thank you. I ask for more business from them and from anybody they could possibly need. I get feedback on the whole process. But yeah, but sometimes I do that literally just to also like, I'll go back and watch it. So then that way I personally can see like, how can I do better? That kind of thing. But so that's why Abe, I was asking if I could record our call together. But yeah, so Babuth, he says, you mentioned doing some Zoom calls for the Monday live stream, still considering the idea. Yeah, so I really wanted to just be a Zoom call. I'm just trying to figure out like how I make it like accessible or how I make it available. So I think what I'm gonna do is just do a Zoom call, because then I don't feel like I have to be like on, and we can just like answer questions. I'll also just be very transparent with you guys, if that's okay. And like I don't know if like I want to make it accessible, but I feel like it's something that I should probably charge for, but I don't know what I should charge. And a part of me doesn't want to charge. So I don't know. Maybe it'll be like something where it's like, you know, you can pay what you want. But yeah, we can, I mean, I'd love to get you guys' feedback on that. Cause I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we just do it. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts are on that. But yeah, I definitely want to bring back the Business Mondays. The other thing is like, so like the other day, Preston had asked me on one of the live streams to showcase one of my processes. And I was on the live stream, like in real time, trying to find one that I could show him, but they had numbers on them. Like they had like client information and data and stuff like that. And I can't make that public. Like I just can't. Like I can't have my client information out there. I can't have the data out there. And then there are so many people who, you know, like I know there are creators and other filmmakers who watch my stuff. They never comment. They don't do anything. And then they just go take my data and go run off with it. So I can't give away everything unless I can like control who's in the group. That makes sense. Because like trying to show y'all things like within my business, but without giving away numbers or telling client names and that kind of stuff is super hard, because then you're just speaking in theory. You're not actually like showing. Like, I want to show y'all the invoices that I send out and actually break down like how much I charge this person, how much I charge that person. But that is so hard. So like, I want to figure that out. So yeah, I got to figure out that piece. So once I figure that piece out, then yeah, we'll be solid. But I do want to do the Zoom calls every single Monday, and Zoom is real time, and I can see y'all. Like, I love the comments here, and I love like having y'all's names, and like Abe, but like now I got you locked, Abe. So like when I hop into the Creative Fam Academy or I hop on the Instagram, I'll know it's you. But like, it's easier to have these real conversations when we can actually see each other. I'm not saying you have to turn your camera on, but then there's also not the delay of YouTube. So if you guys are down for something like that, yeah, definitely let me know. We can definitely do that. Oh, snap. Whoops. I made that big on accident. Ron says, I didn't post my previous comment where I said my current Insta name. Oh. Jerry, appreciate you, man. Blind says, I record my calls too like that. I found it helps a lot with figuring out how to handle the bratty clients. Also, something else I started doing, y'all, I just started using an AI note taker. It's called Otter. Gosh, so good. So good. FCL, he says, stumbled onto the live. What's up? Time zones suck. It's like 1:30 a.m. here. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're in Australia. We were just talking about you. We were just talking about Australia because Drake's out there. Oh, well, dude, good to see you. Dude, wait, it's like 1:30 there? That's crazy. So wait, when you're watching Uncensored, it's like late there. That's crazy. Babu says, take my money, Brandon. I respect your experience and knowledge enough to pay for it. No shame in suggesting that, bro. Oh, man, thank you. Charles says, I'm 100% behind paid coaching calls. I think it's fair that we all get free info from the live stream in your channel, but I think it makes sense to charge for deeper convos. I appreciate that. Ron says, make some censored PDFs of the stuff. Sorry, I think the stream went down for like a second. Yeah, hopefully everybody's back. But yeah, if I was getting paid for the calls, it'd be kind of tough. Sorry. So if I was getting paid for the calls, it would make more sense to do that. But if I'm not getting paid for the calls, Ron, like to go out of my way to make additional PDF versions, and like that takes a lot of time. And like, as I already told y'all, like my brand deals have definitely changed because I've stopped, you know, playing the gear game, if that makes sense. So, you know, that's why I've been doing a lot more commercial stuff, because I just don't want to play the gear game here on YouTube anymore. Yeah, and he says makes it a controlled environment. Yeah, I feel like it being a controlled environment is literally what it should be. Jonathan says, I completely agree with the controlled environment. However, you choose to do it. I think it's absolutely okay to charge for it, though. Thanks, man. I love y'all's support. Roger, what's up, brother? Stay Drake. Bro. I've sent that meme off to so many people. I saw the one where Kendrick's like walking, and I have it set where it's like, if you see this, just know I'm gonna do it anyway. So like literally, if I ask my wife, I'm like, hey, you think I should blah, blah, blah? And then before she even responds, I just send that meme. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So good. Yeah, Ron says, I just meant so you can show stuff without showing your client info. So I feel like I don't mind showing the client stuff if it's inside of a private group. Because I'm like, if you ask Jarrell, I'm very transparent, like with like my close group. Like I show my YouTube analytics to him all the time, like money coming in, money going out. I'll show like because I don't know. I just believe in being transparent. Like everybody, the only way you can learn is by being fully transparent. But some stuff, because it does have client information, I just don't want it to be like publicly available on YouTube. So that's why I think doing it behind a Zoom call is a little bit different. Um, but yeah, so I'm probably gonna do something like that. Abe says, that's one thing I can't figure out is how to get brand deals. I could definitely use some brand support on a future project. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I feel like when I do my live streams, oh wait, did this not come back? I feel like my chats have not been coming through anymore. Like since Roger, I haven't got a chat yet. So let me see if I can get the chat reset. Maybe that's what I need to do, because I noticed, I mean, I guess my stream did go down for a second. I'm not really sure what caused that. So let's see if I can reset it. Hold on. Let's copy this URL, copy that, bring that in. This one. All right. And then this other one. Oh yeah, it changed. All right, sorry guys. The chat window changed. All right, hopefully y'all's chat starts coming through again. Yeah, Charles, do me a favor, try again. But yeah, so Abe says that's one thing. Yeah, Abe said that's one thing I can't figure out is how to get brand deals. I could definitely use some brand support on a few projects. Yeah, so that's the other reason why I want to do like the group mentor calls, is because I feel like whatever questions y'all are like actively dealing with in the moment, we can just talk about those things. We don't have to talk about, because like again, like when you go on live, you gotta like figure out what you're talking about, and you gotta come up with a show idea and like all these things. So I just want to be able to go live and just be like, okay, we're live right now. You know, join us, and like whatever it is that you guys want to talk about, if it's about a brand deal, if it's about a client deal, if you're about to send over an invoice and you want to send it to me first, you know, real hands-on assistance. So that's what I really want to focus on. Or if you want to talk about how to live stream, or you guys want to see how I break down my live stream, or if you guys want me to break down one of my cameras, whatever, we can just do it live. We can just all talk about it. He says, tell me again, what time locally is the live stream on Friday? So it's 11 a.m. Central Standard Time is what time it is here in Houston. So we go live at 11 a.m. Like now, basically. We go live like right now on Fridays. Cool. Chat test 2 coming through. Ron test coming through. Does not working with brands on deals affect your revenue from YouTube as an income stream? It shifted it, but I'm okay with it. Like I don't really care that much. I decided like last year not to really care anymore. And I just decided to bring in revenue from another source. So that was really it for me. It wasn't like a, you know, it's not a woe is me situation. I'm good. So yeah, and I mean, brand deals, like there are still opportunities for brand deals. I just decided I didn't want to do like cause like Uncensored's been sponsored by B&H. B&H allows me to be like open. I can talk about whatever I want. They don't care. Like I don't mind doing those type of brand deals. I just decided to step away from like, can you promote this light? Or unless it's like, again, like if it's something that I'm already using, like for example, if Amaran wanted to sponsor something like there's an Aperture light bulb here. This strip is from Amaran. The lights underneath these here are both Amaran lights. Like that's an Amaran tube. There's a tube down here. Like this is a 300C. Yeah, the 300C is up here. I have a hair light back there. That's from Aperture. No, that's from Amaran too. Like, so like if somebody like that wanted to sponsor, I'd be fine with that because I'm already using their stuff like pretty regularly, pretty consistently. That would be fine. But like, if it's something I wouldn't be already using, I just decided I just don't want to do that. And when it comes to cameras, I just don't want to. I want to be able to be honest about my thoughts because, I mean, cameras are super expensive, y'all. So like, I just want to be able to like give my honest opinions on them, and that's why we came out with Uncensored. And like I said, we do it live because you can't edit it. If a brand wants to work with us, especially on Uncensored, they know like we're gonna be honest, and we ain't can't edit it out later. You know, you can't ask us like they can't ask for approval. That's another big one. Like when we go live, we go live. That's it. There's no approval. What we say is what we say. And a lot of these brands, like, they want, like, edit requests and, like, all these other things. And so I just moved away from it. Bro, this playlist is really good. Now, Ron, that would be tempting. But yeah, that's it. Like for me, it's like I already use Aperture and Amaran lights. My thing is like some brands, I'm not saying like I'm against working with any brands, but like there just has to be a mutual respect for like honesty, you know? And if they want to give it to me to review, then that's fine. I'm totally down to review the product. But that 1200X is pretty. That's probably the only light I've considered buying for a minute. Ron says I own like 5 Amaran lights. Yeah, dude. Amaran gets a good chunk of my money. They get a real good chunk of my money. Brandon, thanks for doing these personal live stream sessions. I feel like I'm getting to know your personality outside of the Uncensored channel. You're a cool and honest dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Now I'm gonna go fix dinner. Catch you next time. All right, brother. Take it easy. Thanks for coming and hanging out and chilling. Had a good time. Blind7 says, I can never just figure out how to contact to start a conversation about working with a brand. Yeah. I feel like it just takes like something to showcase ahead of time. The other secret, at least for me, is like I think like I meet a lot of them in person for the first time. So like I go to NAB every year. Like for me, I look at NAB as like it's a networking opportunity, you know? So I met a lot of these brands at NAB first before I did anything. So maybe start by trying to go. That way you can actually get a chance to know them first. The other thing you can do is, you know, you got to find out who their social media person is. A lot of time, the person who interacts with with influencers is also the person who manages the actual Instagram account. So like trying to slide in their DMs is super helpful. But I found that like sometimes trying to slide in the DMs is like there's a lot of creators trying to slide in their DMs. And so you just got to do something that really makes you stand out. So if you are a fan of their product already, you know, make a really solid reel, make a really solid TikTok or something like that you can use to get on their radar. So that way they'll maybe take you more seriously at first. Ron says, those Amaran lights that screw into the light socket are dope. I have 2. Yeah, man, I have one back here. I mean, literally, my head's in the way. But yeah, literally all my lights in this office are all Aperture or some Amaran. They're all in that ecosystem because I use the app, the Amaran app, and bro, this thing is powerful. Dude, you should go to NAB. Abe, you should come to NAB. We're still working out details, but me and Jarrell want to do a live. Right now, the inside joke is like we want to do a live. So y'all know when we're live on or on Uncensored, that means it's pre-recorded. If we're live, that means we're actually there doing it in real time. And then if it's live, then that is a in-person episode. And so we really want to do a in-person live stream at NAB. We're talking with a few companies right now to sort of like figure it out, because like logistically it's a lot, because like obviously we gotta have a place to do it. They gotta have cameras, they gotta have lights, we need audio equipment, we also need internet. So yeah, that's sort of the tip that we have. Preston says, I made an office tour and showcased a bunch of products I use, and that's how I ended up connecting with you, Green. I only have like 675 subs. Yeah, like sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there, like put your work out there. Talk about the products you're using, talk about that brand. And that's how the companies end up finding you. And then obviously make yourself like easy to work with. So like in your description, have your email address. I do personally like it when the brands reach out to me first, but recently I've been reaching out to brands with ideas and stuff. The one thing is that a lot of these brands, like, they do love creative. And so if you can come to them with like an actual idea, like, hey, I'm working on this horror film and we're going to use your lights. Here's what the horror film is. We're going to also do this type of BTS, blah, 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 blah. Now they know exactly what they're getting versus just saying, hey, I'd love to collaborate on a YouTube video. What does that process look like? Don't necessarily ask them what the process looks like, because the truth is that there's no like set in stone process unless they're doing a launch. Everything outside of a launch is they can kind of it's just bring the best idea. So yeah, I would definitely like recommend coming to them with like full creative, full idea, and let them know kind of like you're looking for a lighting sponsor. Like I'm just an idea, but like you're looking for a lighting sponsor. So then from there, you could say, so that way it also looks like there's an opportunity that you will go with somebody else. And the nice thing is that you could go with someone else. So build a pitch where it's not like you just need them. You could pitch to Aperture, you could pitch to Nanlite, you could pitch to GVM, you could pitch to Godox. Like you have a lot of different options. Ron says, I'm going to try to get to NAB. I have friends who live in Vegas, so might have a couch to crash on. Yeah, buddy, let's do it. Let's let Uncensored take over NAB. Charles says, NAB sounds good. I've never been to an industry show. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. So much fun. And everybody goes. Everybody goes. So you'll have tons of friends, tons of creators. I mean, I think that's where I met Cam Mackey for the first time. Or maybe I met him at Condo. I can't remember. I mean, we had talked before then, but I'm trying to remember. I think we met at Condo, and then we just hung out at NAB a lot. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's comments like this that make me love this community that we're building, that you guys help each other out. Everybody here is on the Creative Film Academy app, right? Hopefully y'all chilling there. Oh, you know what I should have did? I should have actually posted in there that I was doing this. All right, we'll do that next time, because this was really just a test. Oh, we got new chatter in the building. Hey, Brandon, why do editors make colors the same for each country when editing videos? For example, Greek, very white, Turkey, very warm. Yeah, in India, I think it's always just like orange, right? I think it has a lot to do with Western understanding. Like, it's weird, but like when one movie does something, like the studios are like, how are people gonna know they're in India? And it's like, oh, it looks like India, because a lot of moviegoers are very simple-minded. So I think that's the reason. I don't think that is accurate at all, but for whatever dumb reason, that's just what we've decided to go with. It's almost like racism in in color grading. I don't know. It is very stupid. I don't know why editors do that, but I will say in a lot of movies, the editor is not really making the decision, and sometimes the director is not even really making the decision. A lot of times it's like a studio executive who's like saying that has to happen. Now hopefully the skin tones are good. Yeah, to Ron's point, balance color for skin tones. Hopefully that's accurate, but you know, that should be good. Blind 7 says, I just finished my 2025 film reel. I'll be posting it in the CFA for review today. Awesome, man. We should definitely we're gonna check that out. I want to check it out. So yeah, once you get it uploaded, we should do that. You know what I should do on the next chill live stream? Because I like these chill live streams. We should do film reviews. Yeah, y'all should submit some videos and we can just oh, actually, I think me and Jarrell said we were gonna do one of those again. So yeah, either we'll do it, either I'll do it here or me and Jarrell will do it. AFCL says, for the live stream, are you able to post up the full stream with hard code chat? And obviously a non-hard code version you can use for shorts and reels. The chat is a big part of the fun. So I don't think I understand the question. Like, so we record everything, and then I have an editor who knocks out the clips and the shorts and all that stuff. So he manages that. So yeah, that part of the question, 100%. What I'm trying to figure out is like this chat that y'all see right now, that's like right here. I'm trying to figure out if and how we want to integrate that into Uncensored. That's like one of the big things that I've been sort of testing, because I think part of it is a visual thing, but then the other part of it is like sort of a feel thing. So like after I'm done live streaming, I'll go back and watch. I won't watch this whole thing, but I'll go back and watch some of this just to sort of see like, how did this stream feel with the chat up? How much value did we get? And then currently I found that like I can turn this chat on and off, right? But the problem I have is every time I turn it off, it clears. And then when I turn it back on, new chats start showing up. So like if you chatted something earlier, like Ron chatted balance color for skin tones that I can see right here. If I make it go away and then like, oh, I see something in the chat that I want to pull up and I press the button to pull the chats back up, it's gone. And I don't know if that's an Ecamm thing or not. So I got to figure that out, because currently it's kind of a pain. AFCO says, like, all the chat banter is only available live. We don't get to see it if we watch it later. So that's a YouTube thing. I have learned that like YouTube, like you can leave the live chats up, but then like if you change anything about the video, then the live chats go away, which is like kind of annoying. That is a YouTube thing that I wish I could solve, but I can't. And we've had it before where it stays up, but then YouTube keeps changing that setting. As far as I'm concerned, I could be missing something, but as far as I'm concerned, the YouTube changes that. And so that can be annoying. And so I totally understand, because you're right. I feel like if you watch the show live and you're a part of the live chat, or you can at least view the live chat, it is a totally different experience than watching the clips. Like every time we get a ton of views on a live stream, like a post live stream, I'm always surprised. That's one of the reasons why like having this chat on screen is something I'm testing, because if I bake it in on YouTube, this will be here. Like when we replay this live chat will be here. So it's like, do I keep this on? How do I keep this on? Like what is what is the way that I can do it where this is here available, so that way people can have this for the replay? So that's something I'm working on right now. Like one of the things I could do here, like for example, just like be a great test. Dude, we've been going for almost 3 hours. We're probably gonna have to end this soonish. Cause I do have some other work I need to do. Stream didn't go away. Just so like if I did this. And then like if I made something, so like that was there, and then it's gonna look weird for a second, so just bear with me. But if I go to store and let's oh, whoops. I'm unmuted. Sorry. I don't know how long I was muted for. My bad, y'all. I might have hit a button on my keyboard. But yeah, basically, my goal is like, okay, if I could make something like this where you could see our camera and you could see the live chat at all times for Uncensored, it would be great because we reference the live chat like constantly throughout the whole show. And so it's like, how do we bring our audience chat into the show? Because our show is not the show without y'all. You know what I mean? So that's one of those things where it's like, how do I do that? And so like a layout like this is something like I wasn't trying to do this today, but like this is sort of something I was like playing around with. It's like, oh, okay, let me see if I can get the live chat in. Because if I can get the live chat in, then I could possibly do something like this. So this is sort of one of the ideas I had. Earlier I was trying to figure out how to get like just the chat to come in consistently. Abe says this music reminds me of adventure games like Final Fantasy. Bro, I just found there's this website, or there's this not a website, but this guy, I found him on YouTube, but he has a Spotify playlist. It's called Stream Beats. Oh, Harrison Heller. But all these songs are like royalty free and you can use them on YouTube and they won't take down your stream. So they're like specifically created just to do streams. But yeah, I want to come up with some like uncensored like layouts like this where we can have the chat up, or if we don't have the chat up, we don't have it up for a reason, but then we can kick back to it later. So, hopefully y'all can hear me now. Tommy, I have been on the internet for way too long to be got by that. Awesome. All right, let's see. Yeah, so what do y'all think? Y'all think having the live chat up is important? Like if we did layouts like this for uncensored, I just got to figure out creative ways to do it because I feel like I don't love this. I don't love this at all. Maybe I get rid of that rectangle altogether. Yeah. Ooh, man, y'all, the comments came flying back in. He says, ooh, you got that empty desk area in the middle between you two. Maybe semi-transparent chat over the desk. Yeah, so this obviously would be like a different setup altogether because obviously this is like, I was thinking more so for uncensored. Oh, wait, that's what you're saying. Maybe a semi-transparent chat over the desk. Gotcha. Yeah, that could definitely work. Yeah, so for the wide cam, the Diddy cam, as we call it, that's when I would want to do it. My issue is just like, all right, so this will suck for a second, but watch this. So if I switch cameras or I switch as YouTube or as Ecamm calls it, these are scenes, right? So if I go back to this scene, which is just clear, and then I go back to the last scene I had, you guys see how the chat disappeared? And now when the chat comes back, it has to reset and I lose all the past chats that were there, which is kind of annoying. And so I don't know if that's like a setting in here that I can find to like sort of fix that or stop that from happening. But yeah, that's sort of like one of the number one issues that I'm currently running into, and I don't know how to fix it. Oh wait, I think I found it. Y'all do me a favor. Do me a favor. Fill the chat up. Fill the chat up. Just if you got like 2 minutes or 60 seconds, just fill the chat up. Ask me any questions you want. Just fill that chat up as quickly as you can. Because I think I fixed it. I think I figured it out. So if I can get back into my widget, if I unlock this one, I grab this. Wait, can I edit this widget? Edit widget. Keep running. Sorry, I had to delete it to bring it back in. All right, try again. Sorry. Fill it up. Fill it up, please. Please, please, please. Oh, Lord. I made it huge. Whoa. That's not good. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, edit widget. Don't fill the frame. Save. Sorry. Okay, try again. Oh, man. Where's the widget? Where is it? All right, Ron coming in with the test. Make it smaller. There we go. Yeah, that's... All right, hold on. Hold on. Thank y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I think I did it. So now, here we go. I'm going to change camera scenes. And when I come back to this scene, it should still be there. Fingers crossed. All right, so I left. Yeah! Let's go! Oh, this is going to change everything. AFCL, we did it. We're going to do it. We're going to be able to have the chats on screen and leave them on screen. Now I just got to figure out how to make it, like, look good. But, dude, we can do it now. We can have chat on the screen, and then I can switch to another camera angle. Like, if I do a picture-in-picture like this of my desktop, and then I go back to that scene, the the chat will stay there. They say the chat is way slow. Well, I think there's a lot of chats coming in right now. But, dude, y'all are doing it. Y'all are doing it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for y'all's help. Oh my gosh, Uncensored's about to be so much better. Y'all absolutely crushed it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Dude, this is so sick. This is so sick. So I can make... Dude, that's so crazy. Okay, so I can make this back big. And then I can bring the camera underneath. Bow. Look at that. Dude, that's so awesome. Man, I'm so happy. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for that help. All right, so now I just got to find cool ways of integrating that into the layout for Uncensored, because we do have a few Uncensored layouts already, but we got the 3 cameras, and so we can figure out whatever we need to do there. But yeah, dude, this is so cool. Yes. Thank y'all. Seriously, thank y'all so much. And we help beta test. Yes. Everybody here, like when y'all see this on Uncensored, y'all will remember that it started here first. Cause like doing all these tests with this chat thing, you can't like simulate chats when you're testing. Like I can simulate lighting effects, I can simulate camera switches. There's like a lot of stuff I can do, but like I can't do that with this. So man, thank y'all so much for y'all's help. I had like, that's one of the reasons why I went live. I was like, the only way to go live was to like actually be able to test this out. And it's dope. We got like the best audience out here. So I appreciate y'all. Ron says, okay, so there's a dude named Hexman, who does DIY videos, and he has an album of 80s electronic music that he gives away for YouTubers to use. Oh, I have to go check him out. Is he on Instagram or is he on Spotify? Because like this guy on Spotify, let's see if I could do a picture-in-picture and switch it. So if I go here, and then y'all can kind of see it, but I'll click here, and then I'll choose show Spotify. Wow. Make this fit. Yeah. So this is him. It's called Stream Beats by Hayden Hillier, and I can go in here, and he's got like all these different projects. Oh no, I don't want to see that. I'm not really good at Spotify. Never really used it outside of using. But yeah, so okay, so here we go. So he's got all these different albums, and they're all like, I guess, a little different. And so you can click in on any of them. And then Chill Waves. Oh, yes. Oh, we can switch scenes and we still keep the chat. Man, I'm happy. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. We about to turn up now. We about to turn up because we gonna have the chat going. Oh, we finna turn up. Now, I wonder if I make the chat go away, will it come back? Like if I hide it, can I bring it back? That's a test. Let me knock out these questions real quick. What the heck is going on here with freaking Ecamm? Catch up. Okay, there it is. Whitebait Audio also does 80 cents and gives them away for free. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back to these chats. See, and that's the other thing that's really nice is like sometimes YouTube will get rid of my chats before I even have time to go back and look at them. So now what I can do is I can actually like come back and check out my own chats, which is helpful. This is fire though. Like this setup even right here is like fire. I might run this. This is really sick. Can I make this taller at all? No, I can make it smaller. Okay, can't make it taller. Okay, that's fine. Blind7 says 2025 reel is posted on CFA if it's It's still unlisted as I don't want it public yet, but CF can check it out. Oh, heck yeah. Hey, y'all, go run over to the, well, yeah, I mean, go check it out. Damn, chat doesn't like me posting anything referencing other sites. What happened? Oh, yeah, if you put a link in the description, that's a YouTube thing. Ron, if you put the link in the description, it's not going to show up. But yeah, Jonathan, he's going to check it out. Thanks. Let me know what y'all think. Of course, dude. We'll run it. We'll give you some feedback on that. That's going to be fun. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. All right, so now that I've gone through all of these real quick, I want to see what happens if I hide the widget. Because earlier when I hid the widget, the chats went away. Like it restarted. So I'm hiding it. Here's a big deal. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is great. This means that when we go live, like if I'm on this angle. Oh wait, I have to pull. Okay, so I only have the chat on this one. Okay. Okay, but if I was on this angle and then I made the chat, I can make the chat go away and come back. Dude, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yes. Yes. Okay, wait. Now I'm having too much fun. Now I feel like I'm actually on the stream to do the thing I came on the stream to do. To test some stuff out. So let's go back here. And let's go to chatbots. Oh, my box. Here we go. Okay. So now, what is this one tied to? Subscribers. Okay, so hold on. So now, y'all check this out. Oh, we finna have... Bro, we finna have fun now. Oh my gosh, we finna have fun with these live streams. Cause check this out. So I can click this button here. And then I can click. Paste that one in. And keep running. Add the widget. All right, now y'all check this out. If we get a new subscriber, I wonder if I can test it. Y'all check that out. So if we get a new subscriber in the middle of the stream, that can pop up. Did y'all hear the music, by the way? Did y'all hear the sound? Let me know if y'all heard the sound. I felt like it was a little loud on the sound. Let's save that. Let's see. YouTube, new subscriber. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I can make it whatever I want to. I just found this. I already had this this Goku little icon here. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. If y'all could hear it and if y'all saw it. Okay, yep, y'all could hear it. Love it. Bro, we streaming. We are streaming. Okay, so we can have... Man, that's so sick. Ron says, a bit loud. That one was better. Hector says, nah, it was good. All right, so we split the difference. I dropped the sound to about... before the sound was at like 30... Or no, I'm sorry. Before the sound was at 50%, I brought the sound down to 20%, which I think is pretty good. So I think we split the difference. So we should be good there. So now, if while we're live streaming, we get a... new subscriber, that will happen. Damn, I'm about to unsubscribe and resubscribe just to get a Goku on a flying Nimbus. Hey, try it. Actually, that'd be really sick. If you want to unsubscribe and resubscribe, we'll see what happens. I mean, I trust it. I don't really care about the subscriber number. But yeah, Charles, try to. Let's see it. Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get it to work. Dude, and this is really cool because like sometimes I can't bring up everybody's chat, but then everybody can see the chat in real time. So, dude, this is gonna be so fire. This is gonna be so fire. I wonder how long it takes. Charles, do me a favor. If you unsubscribe and then resubscribe, tell me how long until it actually pops up. I'm gonna see if I can actually. I think I can probably test this one too, because I can probably log into YouTube underneath one of my other accounts. Let's see. Oops. Charles said I tried. Hector said same. Huh. I wonder why it didn't work. Let's see. I just unsubscribed and resubscribed. I'm not gonna unsubscribe because I lose my purple icon. Oh, Ron, this is under my main channel. This isn't uncensored, so that shouldn't mess you up. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah, what the heck is going on? Hector. Oh, Hector, it came through. Oh, Charles, yours just came through too. Okay, so it seems like there's a pretty decent delay. How long would y'all say the delay was from when you unsubscribed and resubscribed that it popped up? There's Ron's. Okay, so we're moving. It's working now. Oh, hold up, y'all. I gotta grab my phone. Hold on. Yeah, they're all in our. They're in. What? Oh, it's just white. Sorry, y'all. That was the missus. Had to step away for a second. Not. Bro, this is so sick. Hell yeah, dude, this is so sick. Yeah, let me know what type of delay y'all were seeing. Ron says couple of minutes at least. Hector says a couple minutes, maybe 5 max. Okay. Okay, I mean that's fine. That is what it is. I don't know if there's a way for me to like change the delay. Doesn't look like it. It probably has to just get like confirmation. It's crazy that the comments are like instant, but the subscription is like delayed. So that's maybe it's like confirming that you actually do want to subscribe in case like you click it on accident, or like you don't get like spammed with somebody like just like click like just like subscribing, I'm subscribing back and forth. because that would probably be super annoying. Um, let's see, add variations. What does that mean? Let's see, new sub 2. Oh, so I can have different ones. Oh, hold up. We finna have some fun right now. So let's see. DBZ gifts. No, this is not OBS. I am using Ecamm actually. And yeah, I'm using Ecamm to sort of like figure all this stuff out. But Ecamm allows you to like bring in web images, which, oh my gosh, these are wild. I'm looking at GIFs, y'all. So yeah, so I can bring in web images, which is what this is. So I'm using another program called Streamlabs. And so what Streamlabs allows me to do is to log into my 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 YouTube, and then whenever Streamlabs hears or gets an indicator from my YouTube channel that something is happening, then Streamlabs will trigger this like web page to do something, and then I can basically take that web page and bring it in here into the stream. It's a little complicated. Funny enough, I'm actually working with Ecamm to like create like a guide for free. It's gonna go on it's gonna actually go on their YouTube channel. But I'm working with them right now to go over some of the details, like, you know, what that would look like and how we could do that. But basically where I can teach like what I've learned about live streaming. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this test, was because I wanted to like find some other, I wanted to test a few additional things. Let's see. Yeah, no, Streamlabs is cool. Yeah, Streamlabs does a lot. There's a lot that you can do inside of Streamlabs. But like it is its own program. So like I feel like I'm learning, like I'm taking everything I know about filmmaking, you know, lighting, cameras, audio, all that stuff, and then I'm applying that to live streaming. I'm learning Ecamm, and I'm having to learn Streamlabs at the same time. So there's a lot of, I mean, if you want to have a really good stream, there's a lot that you can sort of put together in order to do it. When you want, I can test the subscribe feature again with a different YouTube account. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do right now is there's apparently a way to like have like different icons pop up when somebody subscribes, and I don't know if it's just like random or how that works. So I'm trying to find like a fun GIF that, like, you know, has something to do with me. Like obviously I love Dragon Ball Z, so that's why I have Goku. I'm looking for like something else that would be like sort of my, you know, kind of my ideal, like a part of my personality. And I think I just found it. Oh yeah, this is it. If you know me, you might already know what I'm thinking. All right, let's see if I can save that image. All right, so let's go back to Streamlabs. And let's upload. Okay. All right, y'all ready? This is what it's gonna look like if I get a secondary live stream. Or actually, no, or not a secondary live stream, a secondary deal. I wonder which one. Let's see. Let's save that. So I have 2 variations. I don't know when it does it frequently. Let's see. I don't know. As default. Randomly conditioned. Yeah, randomly. Jonathan. Bro. You already know. Already know. All right, let's save this. Y'all ready for this one? Bro. That's so fire. I dig that. All right, I don't know how it triggers though. So I put it underneath subscriptions too. So like if I get if you subscribe to the channel, you'll either get Goku or you'll get a Goofy movie. I don't know which one you'll get. But it says you trying to get Disney to shut him down. You trying to get Disney to shut him down? Who? Shut who down? Oh, I think I'm fine. Jonathan, I think I'll be fine. Ron, I think I'm fine. Jonathan says, I unsubscribed and resubscribed, nothing happened. Yeah, I think it takes a minute. I really do. I think it takes a minute. He says, we actually filmed after we built the reel because I like the music a lot. My friend plays the violin, so she learned the song to play the video. Oh yeah, we gotta figure that out. We'll get it pulled up. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Earlier we found out that it takes like, I mean, it could take up to 5 minutes, which is kind of crazy. Feels like such a long time, but it looks like it can take up to 5 minutes before, after you subscribe, your little, whatever your effect is, will pop up. So I don't know which is which or why you get one over another, but I have subscribe and then randomly replace default. So yeah, I think it's just random. Like sometimes you'll get Goku, sometimes you'll get Max. But either way, I dig both. So yeah, if you guys are subscribing and unsubscribing, that's fine. Yeah, Abe, go get coffee and get me one too while you're out. Oh, there it is. Dude, that's so sick. This is so sick. Oh my gosh. Like, this is why I like live streaming. Maybe because it's just new to me and like I get a chance to experience all this stuff for the first time. And you get a chance to experience it with other people, right? Because like a lot of time when you're learning filmmaking, you're learning it by yourself and there's nobody to like rock with you. But no, this is sick. This is really sick. Ron says, yeah, it's cool if it takes a minute. People should be watching the stream anyway, so they'll see it. Yeah. Nah, dude, this is really fire. I love this. I'm going to move the chat box up a tad to that line. So that'll be like why the chat cuts off. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll move the new subscriber box up, which y'all can't see currently. And then that way, when the comments pop up, now they shouldn't interfere. Yeah, there we go. Ron says, I do enjoy collaborating more than doing it solo a lot of the times. Yeah, I mean, filmmaking is definitely way more fun when you're collaborating with other people. 100%. That's why I like live streaming. That's why like even like learning how to do some of this stuff. Like, I mean, I thought about it. Technically, I could have done this as a private stream and then I could have just like, you know, filled the chat up box myself. But like even just doing this together has been a lot of fun. So yeah, no, I love this. This is so much fun. I saw this clip. There's like this girl. She's been like live streaming every part of her life, like nonstop for like, I want to say it's been like 3 to 5 years, something crazy like that. She got on with like Kai Cenat, and I was just like, gosh, that is so much. Oh, what's up, John? Didn't even know you were here. He said, just enjoying hanging out. Got you on in the background while trying to figure out some Facebook stuff. Yeah, man. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, we're all just here, I think, just figuring stuff out today. Yeah, I just been sitting here sort of trying to figure out the whole stream and why is this stream so far behind? Maybe get out and come back. There, I was checking out the I had my YouTube thing up at the same time. Oh, there we go. Dude, this stream is so sick. I dig this. I dig this a lot, man. I dig this a lot. I wish we had more to talk about. Maybe we'll have more to talk about later this week. Maybe. Oh, man. And we got the new sub button in now. We figured out chats. So chats are in, and we can make them disappear, and they'll come back, and they'll still work. That's a big plus. We figured out layouts. Man, y'all are awesome. Y'all are really awesome. I do want to upgrade this microphone. Ron says, I finally got my Focus Pro rigged the way I want. Oh, nice. Very nice. Bro, you gotta share photos. Take photos and upload it to the Creative Film Academy. We'll take a look at it. And then Abe said, coffee acquired. Hey, Abe, I want to try something. Are you cool with me showcasing your reel on the stream? Let me know. Because if you are, I'm gonna probably I'm gonna go into my picture in picture. I'm gonna try to pull up the Creative Film Academy and check it out. Yeah, Ron, throw your photos into the CFA. We'll check it out. All right, Seal. Good hanging out with you. I know it's like 3 o'clock in the morning there or something crazy. So yeah, go ahead and get some rest. We'll catch you on the next stream. We just chilling now. All right, so let's see this. See what happens. Oh, I'm still on that. So let's grab. Creative. Let's go back to this for now. Yeah, this is so cool. What the heck? What landing page is this? That's so funny. Alright, let me sign in. Oh, hey, my son Jensen's here. What's up, Jensen? Let's see. All right, so let's see. Oh, okay. So I see. Abe, you uploaded it to YouTube, but it is it says rotate your phone. Oh, you must be getting ready to post this on Instagram. All right. Hey guys, let me know something. Can y'all still? I just muted the music to my headphones. I just want to know. Can you guys still hear me? Let me know. Let me know if you guys can still hear the music. I turned it down, but okay, Ron said you can still hear it. Okay, so that's not affecting anything. Okay, good to know. All right, so how about now? Can you guys still hear the music? Oh wait, he said the music was muted, but they could still hear me. Wait, what? Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. Starting right now, you guys should be able to hear the music and me. But when I do this, right now, let's say put A in the chat and then say if you can hear the music or not. Put A in the chat and let me know if you can hear the music or not. Let me know. I know y'all are a bit on a delay, so let me know. A in the chat right now and tell me if you can hear the music. I'm gonna go off of this test. A in the chat and tell me if you can hear the music or not. A, I can hear music. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that only affects my ears. So I know for a fact that when I do this, y'all cannot hear the music now. So music is now muted for y'all. Got it. Okay, good to know. I wanted to make sure of that so that way I could boom. Set that up. All right. Theater mode. All right, so now if I turn the system audio back on, y'all are hearing the music. So let me go into Spotify and mute that. And now we'll get back to the video. All right, so I'm just testing to see if I can play this back and if you guys will be able to hear it. So we're gonna play this video. Bro, that was so good. Oh my gosh. The rotate your phone, I would cut that off for the YouTube version, but I'm sure you're gonna upload this to like Instagram and to a bunch of other places, so that makes sense why that's there. But dude, fantastic work. Oh my gosh. Like it's so visually appealing. You got so many great shots in there. Like you literally just can't look away at certain parts. And then I love the violinist inside the like I don't know what that was, like a Shaw, this thing? Oh no, not that thing. That thing was creepy. This. I love that to tie the whole thing together because even though I was watching a demo reel, it didn't really feel like a demo reel at parts. It felt like just like a piece in and of itself. Like that violinist was taking you through the entire thing. Dude, that was so good. Only thing that would freak people out is like the clown. Like if my wife saw this, she would not look at it because once she saw the clown, she's out. Um, but dude, I mean, and I honestly tell you, like normally I don't recommend 2 minutes of a reel. Like I'm normally a 60 to 90-second guy when it comes to the reel. And that's just because most people don't have enough stuff to show in 60 to 90 seconds. But you kept showing new things, different things that didn't look like they were all part of the exact same project. And your shots are so short that it's like it makes you want to stick around and keep seeing what else they have. So yeah, y'all sound off in the chat. Let them know what y'all think. Um, and the music was great. I thought about it while we were while I was playing. Like, can I get away with playing this music? But dude, I don't know where that song came from. Uh, who made that song? Cause that song was fire, bro. Like that song was amazing. It's like the perfect demo reel song. Like seriously. It's like the perfect demo reel song. And I'm a sucker for violins. I'm a sucker for violins. So yeah, dude, that was like legit. That was legit. I'm gonna turn the vibe music back on. But yeah, thank you for letting me play that. I needed something to play and I wanted to test what it was like to review. If y'all watch that, go do me a favor. Go oh, Envato? Okay, cool. I got an Envato subscription. I forgot about them earlier. Somebody asked about music. I should have said Envato. I don't use it a lot though for music, if I'm being fully transparent. Um, let me turn this music, the system audio back up. But no, that was good. Wait, did I have the music muted the entire time? Could y'all not hear the music on when I was watching the video? Oh, my bad if I did. Dude, it's so good though. Maybe that's why my stream didn't get taken down. But no, dude, that was so good. That was really, really good. Yeah, I use Envato for a lot of the like you guys know like when we do the super chats and stuff on Uncensored, like a lot of the like graphics and stuff that like pop up and all that, I use Envato for that kind of stuff. So no, that was fantastic. Dude, you absolutely crushed it. No need to thank me, man. You did all the hard work. You killed it. Absolutely killed it. My son's so sweet. He just when I was asking y'all earlier if y'all could hear me, he was like texting me on the side like, "We can hear you. It's okay." So, love you, Jensen. Actually, yesterday was Jensen's birthday. So my son, who was in the chat a little while ago, that's whose birthday it was yesterday. He turned 9. Got your boy feeling old. Got your boy feeling real old. Well, guys, let's see. Blind 7 says, no, we couldn't. No, we could hear the music. And yeah, no, we could hear the music. And yeah, I could film the violin stuff after we found the music and built most of the reel and added it after. Dude, it was so good. So good. So well put together. Reels are hard. Reels are real hard. But no, yeah, you absolutely killed it. We appreciate that. Oh, and thanks, man. Thanks for the birthday wishes for my little boy. Yeah, he's 9 years old, bro. So, y'all, seriously, thank y'all so much. I feel like I've got a really good grip on the live stream stuff today. Oh my gosh. Ron says, my kids are 21 and 18. Don't talk to me about feeling old. Dude, I don't want to think about my kids being that age yet because that makes me sad. So I'm going to pretend you didn't comment. But yeah, man, today, thank y'all so much for all y'all's help. Got the music vibing in the background. I want to do more of these, just like chill, hang out kind of streams. Even if I'm not talking that much, probably just gonna be the, like if I'm editing, one of my thoughts is like, all right, cool, we can go live. I'll edit, and if y'all guys have questions, you can have questions. I'll probably be editing while we're streaming, but just a chance for us all to hang out. I mean, not really care about the viewership, not really care about the numbers, trying to make it, super clicky and all that stuff with the title and the thumbnail. Let's just go live and have a good time. But literally, I can't thank y'all enough. Y'all literally helped me figure out so much stuff today. Like the chat on screen, huge. Gonna be huge for Uncensored. I'll probably try to implement it this week, but I don't know if I'll have time to. Because like I said, we're shooting a production tomorrow, and that's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a long day. We gotta be up at 4 a.m. and I gotta be on, like, call time is 6 a.m. and we're shooting till 4, so it's a full 10-hour day. So yeah, that one's gonna be a bitch. But yeah, thank y'all so much for hanging out and helping me out this evening, answering questions for me, helping me figure out some of the audio stuff. I'm super excited. I think we can do these streams way more often now. I like, one of my goals, one of my dreams would be like, every time I have to sit down to edit a project, I can just go live, and we can just go live and just hang out. Like, if you're free to hang out, come hang out. It ain't no big deal. If you can't hang out, no biggie. And then for all y'all who do like playing video games, maybe we'll do like a gaming stream every now and again. That's my way of saying I'm gonna find time to stream this year, or to game and stream this year. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot more just like chill streams coming up. Blind says, gotta love those sunrise call times. Yeah, gotta get them. Gotta get sunrise. Gosh, so much. JR, yep, looking forward to more chill streams. We're gonna definitely do some more. Yes, Ron, thank you so much again for all your help. Hector told the little man, happy birthday to the kiddo, almost the big 1-0. I know, man, I know, and he's my youngest. Oh gosh, but I love it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop off of here. Have y'all ever seen, real quick, last question before I go, because this is something I was thinking about doing on the gaming stuff. Have y'all ever seen like people stream and then play with the audience? Is that a thing? Because that's what I'd love to do. Like, if like Abe, I know you said I'll throw down on some Mortal Kombat. I do love Mortal Kombat. I haven't played in a while, and I used to be good. Good. Like, I was good like that. But I haven't played the newest one. I have it, but I haven't played it. So maybe I can figure out a way for us to like play some of these games live. We can like join a lobby or something, and then we can all play. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Oh man, you just hopped on. Sorry, we're about to end it, bro. We've been streaming for hours, plural. I'm trying to see right now how long we've been up for. 3 hours and 46 minutes. My God. But we've had a great time. I've had a great time hanging out with you guys. This has been a lot of fun. This is a totally different stream than what we normally do. It's not Business Mondays. It's just chill vibes. So yeah, if you enjoyed this stream, definitely turn your post notifications on, because I'll definitely be keeping you guys up to date when we're gonna be doing this again. Yeah, we could definitely do like Among Us. My sons loved that game. I wonder if they still play it. But yeah, that could be a lot of fun. We could hop on and play some games like that where we could all just like tap in. It'll be good. Yeah, Jonathan, I'm with you. Among Us would be fun. Except y'all would see me, so I would be like, I'm not the imposter. Maybe on the next live stream tests, we can try to figure out Zoom, because with Ecamm, I can bring Zoom people into the Ecamm if you're on the Zoom call. I think is how that works. So y'all do me a favor. If y'all haven't yet, definitely go check out the Creative Fam Academy deal. Let me see if I can just... Is everybody in here? I think everybody in here who's watching this right now is already a part of it. So I probably don't even need to do this. But if you haven't yet, go join the Creative Fam Academy deal. It's at least to join the community part, it's absolutely free. So you can totally do that. And yeah, we could definitely do that because that'd be a lot of fun. I'm just gonna assume everybody here already has it. If you don't have it, I'll try to set you up with it later. I can't find the link right now. I should definitely have these things like ready to go. That's what people at least tell me. Like especially like when I promote products and stuff, they're like, "Where's your affiliate link?" And I'm like, "I don't know, but just go buy the thing." And I mean, I don't need the affiliate link. Well, let me see. I might be able to get this up. Right. If you, oh look, Max is dancing. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it? Somebody just subscribed. What's up? Dude, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that. So every time I get a new subscriber on this channel, Max starts dancing. So we got Goku and we got Max dancing. Let's go. Let's go. That's so sick. Dude, that's gonna be so much fun, especially when we're like dancing or like if we're dancing on Uncensored, because on Uncensored we have members. I don't have members on this channel, but on Censored we have dancers, not dancers. We have members on Uncensored, like Ron, like Jonathan, but we can have certain things happen when we get new members too. I just don't have memberships on this channel because I don't want to have memberships on 2 different channels right now. Emerald says in PUBG type games, 100 people can join a match. Ooh, we gonna run 100 people? Can we run 100 people? I mean, we have 100 people who watch us on Uncensored. So shoot, I don't see why not. Bro, this is great. This is fantastic. Thank you guys. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. This was a blast. This has been an awesome 3+ hour stream. We'll do more of these chill, laid back editing. I mean, I didn't really edit this time, but some edit and chill type streams. We're gonna have a good time doing these in the future. I really enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I'm gonna go grab some lunch because it's like 1 o'clock here now. So I'm gonna grab some lunch and I'll come back here and get back to work. But y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.